before I got the show all set up and everything.
All right, you just cleared up. It's still a little glitchy. You got some pauses, but you all right. It's going off.
Who's all right?
Yeah, my
This guy.
my stuff's been all weird lately.
I think they're on to us, fellas.
Yeah, we are gonna be all they want.
I
You're still not gonna get rid of me.
my computer never gets shut off. My computer never gets shut off, so
Yeah,
I
you
don't
should do
do
that
it,
about once a week.
restart
You know
it.
that, right?
Every
Yeah,
every time I open
I usually shut it off after the show.
Yeah.
every time I every time I open my laptop, I have to restart it because there's a new fucking update on it.
That's a good thing. You want that.
I
Fucking Chromebooks.
That means
yeah
it's working more than it's supposed to. Like it's supposed to, more than what you wanted to.
yeah. I mean, it's
Right.
not that bad. It literally only takes like 30 seconds for it to restart and upload back everything come back up.
Yes.
I just have to sign back in. It's just more of an inconvenience factor when I go to get on there and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to do this. So nope, now I gotta wait. Then I gotta re-log back in and all that, and then I have to try to remember my password.
That's been a pain in my ass for 2 months trying to remember all
That's
the
a pain in the ass. I'm telling you, get yourselves an Acer. These things are awesome.
I've never heard nothing bad about them.
Just never with
Yep, he's glitching.
the Celeron.
You're glitching. You're glitching heavy and you're glitching early.
Max Headroom over here.
Right.
No, we I don't have anything bad to say about my little Chromebook. It more than does its job. So
Yeah. Most computers
I'm
do
happy
what
as
they're
hell with
supposed to do. It's when we try to get it to do more than what it's designed to do.
yeah, and I
Sure.
like that I have the Google App Store on it. So because there's a lot of things that I use apps for
Right.
to
Right.
get certain things and do certain things. So it's nice that I can download the actual apps
A glitch
and
from
go
getting
through it.
to
I can kind of go from there.
Right.
But no, I love my little Chromebook. I didn't know what I was going to think about it when I bought it because it was just the cheapest thing there at the time.
Right.
And I was like, I am not buying a $300 goddamn laptop
that.
to start the podcast with because I'll get that down the road once I need a bigger laptop because I have a mixing board and all this other crap that goes with it.
Right.
He may or may not be here tonight.
It's all great.
Which I'm glad I messaged him and asked because I would have had no idea had I not messaged him and asked.
Right.
What's going on, Stevie?
Stevie Wonder.
What's been going on in your guys' world? What's that?
Well,
Oh my god.
you will
Tony,
notice you will notice a lot of silence
It's raining.
because
So-
Jason went to go stay with his mom for a while.
Yeah.
We're going to try. She wants to keep a rotation, which I can respect. That's what I would ask for. We swap the most out. That would be dope. He didn't want to go.
Absolutely.
Took him to
Is
the
she
barber
close
shop.
by? So
Yeah,
so it's not a struggle.
Took him to the barber shop, got him a haircut. Didn't look too good, so I took it all off when we got home. He was mad. I said, "Listen, man, everybody goes bald once in a blue moon. You got to shave yourself."
You took it to the barber shop and they fucked it up and then you just came home and
Oh,
shaved
he
it.
got it was real thick, but one, he doesn't sit still, and two, his hair is kind of uneven in some places when it gets real low. So I'm like, "Oh, but I'm gonna just clean it all the way out." So he was
Okay.
mad. I said, "Don't be mad." He said, "He's gonna tease me." I said, "Not gonna tease you. You know what you tell him to tease you? You look like your dad, and it's gonna go back after your father. That's all it is to it."
You tell
I
them
said, "You tell
ball
the teacher
you
to
the
call me
baby.
if you get back. Tell her to call me if you get back. Don't worry about it. Tell her, I got a message for
Yeah.
you. I
Right?
got a message." So, but he's gonna be with his mom. I'm missing him already. He didn't want to go. Y'all know he's part of my broadcast. Period. That in the story. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
It was gonna be a little bit more
Yep.
quiet, but I can be a little bit more reckless. And my oldest is upstairs, so during the week I can also be as loud as I want because now the one that I'm hearing is just me. I come home, take a nap, put the alarm on, eat dinner, and then done. Stop giving up.
Nice. Nah, that's my kids.
It's nice when you have
they-
zero responsibility yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's nice. My kids bailed on me this weekend, so I didn't have anything to do this weekend. Yesterday
Yes.
I went to the gym and then came home and piddly fucked around on the Xbox for a little bit. Played some Call of Duty, and then last night went and hung out with Pena for a little bit.
Yeah, that
And
was cool.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, is it Saturday? I got a notification.
Pena was live the other day, and I
Shit,
was on
it's
my way home
Saturday.
from work, and I jumped in there just to say hi to him, and he invited me up. And I was like, dude, I'm driving home. I said, I'll try to get on when I get, but then I got home. I went to the gym and got home and started working on podcast stuff, and I was doing that until almost 10 o'clock Thursday night.
Right.
So last night I seen he was on, and he invited me. So I was like, well, let me jump in there with him for a little bit, because I did kind of flake on him Thursday, but
Well, I mean, you never really jump on people's broadcast. That's why I was surprised.
yeah, and that's what he said. He's like, you never come in anybody's lives. I was like, well, I don't get invites a lot, but I was like, just depending on what I got going on. I said, usually I'm watching you guys, and because I'm doing like podcast stuff or whatever, I'll just have it on my phone or on my phone, just listening while I'm working on the laptop or whatever.
Right. Good stuff.
But no, we got in there, and
I went ahead and bought a battery today.
I was going to ask you, how's things going with the
Yeah.
car? You
I
getting
went to
everything
go,
figured out?
You had to get a jump started this morning, so I was mad. Like I said, I knew the minute somebody wasn't around, I was going to act up. But I went to a couple of places, and everybody was busy. I knew all the mechanics were busy everywhere, so I had to go to Firestone. And we was looking at it. When I went to AutoZone, we went to look at the batteries, see if we could swap it right there. They cannot do the batteries on my cars because they're under like a little computer console.
No, you have. Oh, really?
So yeah, it's under a
Mine's the
computer
same, yeah.
console. So I
Mine's
was
the
like,
same
okay.
way.
Yeah, so we had to go to Firestone. And when I was looking at it, AutoZone, I was looking. I didn't notice the corrosion that was on the battery post. So, oh, that's probably what the damn problem is in the first place. You know, if you clean that corrosion up, that'll knock half of your problems out. If you clean the corrosion off of the terminal and the post, that'll knock
Coca-Cola.
half the corrosion out. But yeah, Coca-Cola and the
Coca-Cola.
wire brush. Wire. I learned that in college. But
What kind of car is it?
I'm always looking to the two. There's two posts up there you can charge it with, but the battery's literally down up underneath a computer thing on 2013. See, that's what I tell a lot of people. I try not to like, what's the word, shade tree my vehicle, because the computer stuff messes up everybody who knows.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah,
be like, yeah, the computer shit's what fucks you up. You can do a quick fix to run around town, but I'm a highway driver. I will get on the road in a minute. So I need my car premium. Because I'm good. People like, they go into Atlanta for the weekend. I'm good to go to Virginia, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Florida. I'm good to be anywhere.
Well, I got plenty of parking out here, so.
Right.
It's a hell of a drive.
It is.
Yeah, it's a good week and a half.
I don't know why.
Why is it a week and a half? I've never understood that.
No, here's the crazy thing: from Ohio to Mexico is a big deal. It's like maybe I think we discussed this before. It's like 24 hours or something like that at most, 12 or something like that. But once you get to Mexico, it's just nothing but road, and well, this is before Google Maps and stuff as well. Like, you got all that stuff.
How many windows you got on?
Damn compass.
Yeah,
How many
you are
windows you
glitching
got?
so fucking bad. We barely hear anything.
Really? I have nothing
You're glitching real hard.
open. Weird.
If we didn't know what you were saying, we wouldn't be able to make out what you were saying.
It says from my apartment to your house is
Is that
2
better?
days and 3 hours.
To drive?
Yeah. 2 days, 3
Huh.
hours.
Am I doing better?
Yes.
On glitch?
Yeah.
Yes. You're crystal clear
Okay.
now.
I downloaded a sound booster. Downloaded a sound booster, so my external speaker's crazy loud now, and I think that was slowing me down.
No, you good.
Because my laptop is almost full. I gotta.
Why
go
do you
buy another
need? Yeah, that's not bad. Why do you need an external booster, speaker booster? Why don't you just hook up a
for-
Bluetooth speaker to
what
your
I do
laptop?
is. What do you think I'm talking about? My Bluetooth speaker, which I have right here,
Yeah.
is if I turn it on right now, it's not loud enough if I'm in the other room and it's for when my phone rings. My phone
But you said you
rings.
downloaded an app or downloaded a.
No, it's a sound booster. So
Yeah.
it's basically an equalizer. So it cranks the sound so it's 10 times what the original sound that would come through the speaker. It's crazy loud. It's awesome.
It's
It's like
unnecessary.
I have. No, it is, but it's awesome. The thing is, at work, Friday, I literally, I've been working on one account for 159 days,
Good
and it
Lord.
closed. It closed yesterday, and I kid you not, I grabbed the speaker and I cranked it the fuck up and played some good tunes for a good 10 minutes. I was just overjoyed because this poor woman and I have been back and forth 400,000 times with her documents, and there's always some little picky thing that processing has had to go through, and it's not her fault. It's not anybody's fault. It's just sometimes how it is, you know. And it was, for instance, the project manager of her account, her and I both we sent gifts back for an hour. Just it's party time kind of
Yes.
gifts. Just like
That means there was
holy
no
shit.
hard feelings. Everybody understood it was still the business. I can respect
To
that.
the point where one of the main bosses sent me an email saying miracles do exist. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. He went on for like 3 minutes with all these cliches sayings because it went through three different account assessors like myself before it got to me, and I'm the one that got it closed, and I had it for 159 days.
Damn.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's been hell on earth, that account, and it's finally closed. And
So you had a little jam session to some Backstreet Boys and
oh,
NSYNC, 98 Degrees, and you
that's
pranced
my
around the
good
house.
Barbie girl, baby.
Some
I'm
good
a
asses.
Barbie girl. No, I played some good tunes. I was rocking out.
Some Menudo.
Happy. It was one of those things. It's like
That's Tony's
when
favorite band.
when you when you do when you do something that you've been trying to do for the longest time and it goes through, you're just in that fucking finally I gotta do something to celebrate.
It's a load off your mind. That's what it was.
That exactly.
It's a load off your mind.
Like in like the past 3 or 4 days, it was in analyzation, which means at any time in those 3 or 4 days, I could have gotten a message from processing saying there's an issue, and those emails suck because then you got to go back to the owner and be like, hey, yeah, we got an issue.
Yes, currently we are missing someone. Yeah, there's nothing worse than getting that email. I was like, I was doing some stuff for work, benefit related, and I sent everything in, and they're like, it takes 3 to 5 days to process, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. They sent me the confirmation, they got everything was good to go. And then like on the third day, hey Wicked, they sent me an email that said, oh, we need this as well. And I was like,
Yeah,
why do you wait? And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Well, then I had to come home because what they needed was at home. So when I got off work that day, so I was able to log into all my work stuff on my phone and then send it back to them. And it's been about 5 days that I haven't heard anything yet. So I'm hoping.
it's one of those things. When it finally comes in, you're gonna be like, yeah.
Yeah.
You feel like
there's
the
something.
master of the universe, and
Yeah, it's
only you could
insurance.
have gotten it done,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
It's insurance stuff, and I want to get it all processed and pushed through and cleared. Because what's going on, James? Because I want to do some, like I got to get the kids into the eye doctor and stuff like that.
Right.
Figure just schedule it to where all four of us can go at the same time, knock all four birds out with one stone, so to say. Instead of because we have a really nice brand new optometry center on campus, beautiful. So is you. So of course my insurance is going to cover 99% of it.
You know what's funny is like when I go get my driver license down here, if
What's
I
going on,
don't
Coach?
if I don't pass the eye doctor part, they'll give me a free pair of free pair of glasses with my prescription.
Nice. Oh yeah, the hairy
That still does
guys
have
and the
its
milk
benefits.
duds. Motherfucker knows we go live at 8 o'clock, and he waits until 8:30 to start eating.
It's not a podcast until Toto starts eating.
Yeah.
See, I get yelled at for eating on the show.
Nothing like nothing. Yeah. No, everybody gets yelled at. Nothing like listening to the
Tony,
replay
you just
here.
kind of let him do his thing.
Oh,
I got a
yeah.
quick and funny story for you guys. Okay, so check this out. So
He's a
today,
fat ass.
before my power went out, uh, my wife and I were doing research
Hello,
on.
Pot.
She's
Meet
leaving
my
on the
friend Kettle.
12th. She's leaving on the 12th to go to Europe, and her first
Yeah.
stop is Amsterdam. And I was like, nice. And you know, we wanted to find a place where she could stay, and then what's the next step? So we're planning out her trip, right? And she found we went on Google Maps, and we're like, okay, here's where you're gonna land. And then we found the Airbnb she's going to stay in at. I said, okay, here it is. And she said, okay, where's the red light district? Just out of curiosity. And we put it. She is literally 3 minutes walk from the red light
Curiosity,
district.
my ass.
That's what I said. Well, the red light district.
Somebody's
is
going to
where
go to
you
work
buy-
to get some
is
money
where you
for
buy
vacation.
smoke. No, that's where all the head shops are. That's where you go to buy.
Yeah, exactly. The red light head shop. Yeah, head shop
No.
in the red light
Wrong
district.
shit,
You're right.
wrong head. No, because Amsterdam is the one place in the world that you can buy any kind of smoke.
Yes.
Yeah, everything's legal over there, pretty much.
Yeah.
All
And-
kinds of drugs.
Well, I don't know about all kinds of drugs, but I was like, how far are you from the red light district? It pops up and it says 3 minute walk, and I was like, holy shit! I started
Shit.
losing my mind, laughing, and she's like, what's so funny? I said, because we had just watched the movie Euro Trip. She had never seen it.
I haven't seen that in a while. It's been a while.
Oh my
since
god, I
I've seen
love
it.
that movie. And when they're in Amsterdam, the one guy goes, I want to go to the red light district. And she's like, what's the red light district? And I said, that's where all the drugs and all the everything is. And she's like, how far am I from the red light district? We looked it up, and I was like, 3 minute walk. Holy shit!
You were in Amsterdam, James? Nice. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're into that kind of stuff, yeah, I mean, that's ideal.
Well, I mean, it's one
No,
of those
I'm talking
things.
about, like-
when in Rome.
Yeah. Well, again, I don't smoke, and I
No,
really
but they
don't.
do have edibles, Christopher.
I don't do
I think
drugs,
you're really
Jeffrey.
Once again, neither do I. But a nice edible, make you feel real nice. One gummy bear, and you'll be happy as a pig in shit for like 2 days.
Drank 6 beers and be happy.
Or have a gummy bear.
I don't do illegal drugs.
It's
Drugs are
legal,
bad.
actually.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
But,
do it. It's all up
she's
to
going
you.
from
Yeah.
Amsterdam to Paris and then London. And where in London she's gonna geek the fuck out because
What's going on, Pops?
we found a Harry Potter tour
Hmm.
where you go to Harry Potter Studios where they filmed.
Pops was good. Yeah,
So-
Explain. I'll share the story for 2 minutes.
That's gonna be cool.
Where they filmed Harry Potter. Well, she's a big Harry Potter nerd like you too, isn't she?
We all are, yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the whole family. So, like, before she leaves, we're gonna watch all Harry Potters, so that we can point out things we want to see pictures of.
How many times have you watched those fucking movies?
I can quote every single one of them. If you put it on, I'll
So is
say
it-
the line right before the character.
So is it necessary to watch all
Absolutely.
47 terrible movies?
Absolutely.
It's culture
Before-
tradition. Leave it alone.
Abso-fucking-lutely. You cannot watch those movies and not have a good time. It's
I've
impossible.
seen 20
You
minutes
can
of
because you're one of those freaks like
It's just not my thing. I've watched 15 minutes of the movie and
for people
contemplated.
who haven't ever made a sense of wonder and a sense of what's the word I'm looking for? Imagination. Yes,
I have a
fantasy
sense of wonder and
imagination.
imagination.
Yeah,
Since the
I wonder
heartless
where my
bastard that was
beard
like,
is not a sense
"Ugh."
of wonder. I wonder where my beer is not a sense of wonder.
sense of imagination and wonderment, man. I went to Epcot and I was like, I'm gonna get drunk around the world, and I did.
Now, see, here's the thing: the whole time
I
she
had
goes,
one beer
I
in every
guarantee you,
country.
We were watching
And
that
then I went
movie
back to
Euro
Germany
Trip.
and got fucking hammered.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Well,
sorry, the German and Belgian beer can't nobody touch it. It's the best beer
the
on the
next
fucking
time she
planet.
goes, the next time she goes to Europe, I'm going with her, but we're going to go to Oktoberfest.
Man,
Yeah, I would like to
That
go. I
place.
would like to go to Oktoberfest or Beer Fest or one day.
Well, I was gonna go on this trip, but by the time I get my new passport in, she'll be gone already. So it's like, yeah, because I gotta get a new passport. Mine expired last year.
Yeah.
I have to go get a new one. But
Um,
it takes like 3 weeks to get it
yes.
when you order it.
Six,
So
six, six.
is it 6?
Uh-huh.
I don't remember.
No, it might be
last time
different than
last
that.
time I had to get a new one. Last time I had to get a new one, I got it in a month. Now when she got hers in a week, because it's Mexico. You're in Mexico. It's not that hard. It's
Damn.
like going to you go to a post
oh yeah,
office.
that's right. You're not. You're still technically an American
No,
citizen.
technically I'm an American citizen, but I have what's called a permanent
Dual
residency.
citizenship.
I have a permanent residency. I don't have a dual citizenship yet. I would have to apply for it. I would get it instantly, but nothing changes.
German monks have the best beer. Is that what you're saying, James?
I heard that as well.
I love German and Belgian beer, man. I got hooked on it when we went to Epcot, and then when I came home, we had Total Wine and More there when I lived in Charleston, and they had all the imports. And if there was something that you wanted in particular, they would get it in stock. And I was
Oh
in
yeah.
heaven. Only bad side about drinking imported beer, a
It's
they
pricey.
have, they have to dumb it down to Americans because like you can get
Oh yeah.
you can
It
get
has to be.
full on
They have to
German
lower
beer.
they have to
Yeah, but they
lower the
lower it
alcohol
down to like
content.
5 or 6. You can get it in some places. Some
I can get
stores
it
can
here.
sell it.
There's a
Some
store here.
stores
It's
can
called the
sell
Beer
it.
Box,
It's like
and they
one of
sell
the
beer
beers that
from
I
around the
drank.
world.
Yeah, yeah, one of the beers that I drank from there is like normally 18 or 19%. But you can get it. You just have to find the right store that has the proper permits and
Right.
licensing. Were you stationed in Germany or were you just living over there, James? Well, I had to bring you on a Monday show.
Yeah.
Mondays are a little bit more laid back. We might be doing guest and interviews on Mondays. Might have one lined up. A guy reached out to me. He's got a couple books that he wrote and
Oh,
some
cool.
other stuff. I just want to look into him and make sure he's legit and everything like that.
Yeah.
He does
They're
like
kids' books.
sex. Well, he does. Well, no, he does like sex advice and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say sex stories. Well, I don't know if that's good for
No,
me.
they're like sex advice and
Oh, okay. Stop jerking off.
like sex tips and stuff like that. Now, I was kind of looking at
Okay.
some of his pages. It's pretty cool what they talk about on his Facebook page. So I told him, I saw, we were talking a couple hours ago. So yeah, we're getting ready for a show tonight. I said, but let me look and check your stuff out and everything's legit. And I was like, don't take it the wrong way. I just want to make sure everything's legit. And then we'll have you. Maybe we'll have you on a Monday night because that's when I want to start getting into interviews and guests, and I want to do that for Monday because we don't have full show. I'll bring you up for just a minute, James.
Tony, you've been
Yes.
to Europe, correct? When you're military?
Come to the ninth one.
Let's see.
I don't remember the trains being so goddamn expensive.
I never
I
hit the
remember
city.
being a lot. Okay,
Never
well,
hit the
I
city.
remember the trains being a lot cheaper. We were looking at train schedules and stuff because the bullet trains are super fast, but the cheapest one is like $150.
I can figure out how to work this
Where you
fucking
going?
thing.
From Belgium or from Berlin to Paris.
Wow. How long was that one?
It's a 4 hour on a bullet train.
4 hours
And
on a bullet train?
yeah, 7 hours on the regular train and 10 hours on the bus.
Jesus Christ! I thought all that shit was close.
That's what we
Yeah,
get for
not
thinking about
suburbs.
being over there.
Yeah, it's well, you watch something like
Whatever.
Euro Trip and you get convinced that
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, it's quick and it's easy.
It's like
cheap.
drive. Yeah,
You're
it's
wrong.
like driving from Newark to Johnstown. That's like 20
Yeah.
minutes, or going to Hebron.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
like 15
That's-
minutes or whatever.
You cross a bridge and you go across from
Yeah.
London to Paris. No, it's
Or
not
like
that
when I,
fast.
Yeah, like when I was down
From
in
Paris to
Charleston.
London.
What's up, guys?
London is like a. What's up, sir?
What's going on, man?
What's up?
It's on
So
a. Yeah, go ahead.
no, so I just want to share really fast since it's your show, but since you were talking about the topic, so I was in Amsterdam. I was also in Germany, Paris, other places, but in what you were talking about the red line district. So when we took a train from Paris to Amsterdam. When I got to Amsterdam, there we stayed at this hotel, and it was close to the red line district, and at the time there was probably around over 400 coffee shops. The coffee shops are like
Yeah.
the places where you can buy, you know, the
Coffee
cannabis. Yeah, you're right. But you know it's funny because the DJ, so a lot of these places have a DJ, right? So he's mixing and he's playing the music, but he's also like the drug dealer, right? So you go up to the booth.
nice.
No, seriously, you go up to the booth.
So just
and
like
he's-
in the movies.
yeah, yeah. So he's
Yeah.
got like a mixer table and he's mixing and he's DJing, and then he gives you a menu, right? You go up to he gives you a menu, and you're allowed 5 grams per coffee shop per day, right? Like you know what I mean? Or
Right.
Per
Yeah.
place, right? And you know, and Sticky Finger, Purple Haze, Northern Lights, blah blah. It's all good, right? And then the red line district, I was there and I was walking around and I had shaved head. And this was back in '98. And I remember French doors, like French windows, like the French windows that open up.
Yeah, they got the French windows, and there's
Yeah.
naked chicks in the window.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, don't
yeah.
they just set in like display windows, like
Yeah.
if you go to the mall, how
Yeah.
they have mannequins and stuff set up in those
Yeah.
big glass.
But they're
Yeah,
naked
so
chicks, dude.
I'm walking down, and then these two ladies are in the French windows, and they look down, and they go, "Hey, GI Joe, you want to come up and play?"
They don't fuck around. The red light district
They don't.
is,
No. Well,
they-
actually, they do fuck around.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point.
Nice. But
James was like, "Oh, I got 5 minutes to kill. Why not? We can play."
my wife
No,
went
but-
at a hostel. It's called the St. Christopher Hostel,
Mm-hmm.
and it's literally, I think it's a 4-minute walk from that hostel to the red light district.
And
I lost my mind laughing.
what I learned when I was there in Europe is I will only stay at a 2-star minimum, right? Because
Okay.
what I learned is anything less than a 2-star means you share a bathroom. And I was like, oh
Nice.
hell no.
That is
I'm not
good
sure.
to know.
It's good to know,
that
right?
info.
It's good to know. Exactly. So you want unless you don't mind sharing a bathroom, 2-star minimum. Don't go for the 1 stars. No, you don't want that. You don't want that.
You,
Well,
you
see,
share,
the reason-
you share a bathroom with like the rest
It's like-
of the hotel.
Yeah.
A
Or
hallway,
Yes,
a hallway
yes.
bathroom.
Yep,
So
it's a hallway
you're in
bathroom.
your
wow.
room, but if you got to shit,
Yeah.
you go down
Your
the hallway.
room,
Down
yes,
and-
your room has no shitter. It has a sink. It has a sink to wash your hands and brush your teeth,
shit in the sink.
but it has
That's why I
no.
do. Walls
But
stop
it has
that
no toilet, no toilet or
That's
shower.
insane.
And then it really fast too, because I know you're doing a show. I was in Germany too. I have actually, I'm half German. I have family in Germany and everything like that. I got plenty of stories in Germany, but one story I'll share with you about when it was during Oktoberfest and we were there, and you're talking about drinking, right? Like the best
Right.
beer.
Yeah.
And Glick, you said the best beer you like in Germany. Well, I'm not a beer person, but we went to one of the castles there, and there's one of the castles up on top is where these monks brew, and you can only get the beer from them. They brew 4 different beers. These monks do, and they're very good.
It's like
apparently.
really smooth.
Oh yeah, it's very.
Well, that's what I
smooth.
like.
Yeah.
That's what I like about the
Yep.
German
Like
beers.
there's no,
Is like their
there's
lagers.
no real bitter
their-
aftertaste.
yeah, their lagers and their
And it's
ales and stuff, they
exclusive.
have-
It's exclusive to the region and the specific castle where these monks reside.
Right.
It's like
That actually sounds pretty. I would love to visit Germany one day because
Yeah.
I don't know all my background, but I do know that some of my heritage or ancestry or whatever is German, and
Yeah.
I would like to visit. Just there's certain places over there that I'd like to go and visit just for to see the castles and the history and stuff like that. But of course, if I
Oh,
go to
it's-
Germany,
it's-
I'm getting
it is
just
amazing.
way
See
too
this? You see that blue line?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's her
is
trip.
that
That's rip. Pretty
God
much.
damn.
Oh wow, she's. Is that driving or flying or like? Well, how is that?
I think he
It's
said bus.
well, she's not
Is
in
that a
that
bus?
but It's buses, trains, and one plane.
Oh, okay. It's a
Because
whole tour
the
thing.
train from Paris to London is like $170, where the plane is like $80.
Uh,
I mean, it's kind of like duh. Although
Yeah.
Right.
Duh.
I don't trust that train anyways because it goes in an underwater tunnel. You know.
What are you
So,
going to do if she has a scenario like Taken?
Ooh. Ouch.
Huh?
What are you going to do if something
Well,
happens
I
like
have a
Taken? Are
specific
you going
set
to
of
call the
skills.
bad guy and
I
say,
have-
I have
I
no
have-
skills. I
have
cannot
family
find
as
you.
well.
You can keep her.
No, I know a lot of people on a lot of military bases.
That's like the SNL spoof of that. I have no skills. I have no money. You can keep her.
But yeah, like we just added her final stop, right? Because
Yeah, no, I am.
she lands in Amsterdam and then goes all the way around and has to go back to Amsterdam to fly out to come back home.
All right.
And we just added Norway. Norway, because we saw a TikTok video of this girl sitting on top of the
Are
hill
you
with all
going
her
with her, or is she
beautiful
traveling by
photos. No,
herself? Are you?
she's going by. Well, she's going with a friend.
Okay, so in Amsterdam also, they have the world's oldest sex museum. And so in the sex
Nice.
museum, in the sex museum, they have the first original dildo, and yes, it is made out of wood. So
Oh
you
my
don't want.
god! I'm just trying to imagine a sex museum in my head. They like have mannequins.
It's all
This is the
nasty
first time that they
stinks.
tried the doggy position. They have mannequins and like
In the position, and they're animatronic.
She's like,
Slow.
I got a
So
splinter
bad.
again. I told
Like
you the
Willy's
varnish hit
Wonderland
this
bad.
time.
Can't imagine trying to make the first ever dildo out of wood and trying to make it nice and smooth and everything.
Guy sitting
Like
there
trying to.
with just, what are you doing? I'm making something for my wife.
Yeah.
What are you doing there, Bob?
I know
That was like-
it's interesting. And another thing she's gonna experience is their little metro or their little train that goes around the city, because the city's
Yeah.
actually quite small. It's so small. You literally can stand in the little metro thing and put your arms across and touch both sides. Like
Nice.
it's crazy. It's like micro machine
Yeah,
like
she'll do she'll
town.
do real well
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. No, but it's
No,
a
but,
beautiful
like,
little town. You know what's nice too is
one
like
of those things. It's like, yeah, go
does
ahead.
she partake in the
A
smokage?
little bit.
Okay, so the nice thing about it is that it's totally like open and free about that. So when
Right.
I purchased some from one coffee shop, and then I went to bed and I woke up and I went into this cafe, and then and while the waitress is coming, I'm rolling up a doobie. And then she comes, yeah, seriously, and they don't care. I'm rolling up a doobie at the table, and then she's like, "What would you like?" And I'm like, "Oh, can I get a cappuccino and a Danish?" You know what I mean? And then so cappuccino, Danish, and a doobie.
Well, I had a buddy of mine. He was walking around,
You know,
and a cop
Breakfast
stopped
of
him.
champions.
I had a buddy of mine walking around Amsterdam, and a cop stopped him and says, "Hey, you gotta roll your joints tighter." That looks
I
like
bought-
shit.
I bought the book
Sloppy.
"Let's Go Europe," and when I went to Europe and I was reading about Amsterdam, they said, be careful if you smoke with the locals, because they mix their joints with
Oh, yeah, they-
50% nicotine, tobacco, and
Ah.
50% cannabis, marijuana. And I was like, ooh, that's pretty harsh, But yeah,
sounds like
That'd be
you know why they do that? I
Horrible
was asking.
taste.
It does, but I asked them why they do that, and it's because we don't want to get high all day, so they do it like a subtle. So they just kind of
Oh,
like,
well, that makes sense. Yeah, they
you know
just,
what I mean, like
Yeah,
just
they have that
kind of
it's
casual.
kinda keep the buzz going, but not
A little
get
bit,
full
a little
on,
bit of the
I can't
yes.
move, I'm gonna stare
Right.
at the wall
Yeah,
for
that's
12
kind of like
Right.
that's kind of like if you day drink, you pace yourself. You don't
Right.
slam a case of beer by you
Exactly.
start drinking at 10.
Yeah, you drink
don't
rum
slam
and
a
Coke
case.
instead of
Yeah,
rum
you,
and
you,
Coke, or
you sip
pour
on
a-
them or whatever.
whiskey
But she's
in your
gonna have a great time. I flew to Europe, I flew to Germany, then I drove to Austria, then I took a train to
Now, see, we talked about
Paris,
her and her friend
and then
renting
trained
a
it-
car.
I
the
rented a
problem
little
with
bit because I
renting a
wanted to go
car-
on the autobahn and stuff. Yeah. Renting
Right,
cars
well-
fine.
Well, the only problem with that is the driver's seat's on the wrong side of the car.
But you know what though? It's fine. It's fine. And you
You
Yeah,
might
but
be right,
it takes
Jay.
a long while to get used to it.
yeah.
It's usually an IV, Jay.
But you know what though? I gotta say, driving in Germany is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not like grids. Like I'm in Illinois, and everything is a grid, and it just goes. There, the street changes. So
Yeah.
you look if you're trying to look at a
That's like
map,
here in
and all of a
Mexico.
sudden, and it's like, wait a minute, I'm still going the same way on the same street, yet it's a different name again. Like what?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's
From
fucked
one
up.
crosswalk
Yeah, right.
intersection to the next, it's two different
Yeah,
streets.
it's so
Yeah,
messed up. It's
they
so
have a
messed
lot
up.
of like that in Mexico City. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's more of a pain in the ass than it is because than it would be a pleasure because then you got to worry about parking and all that shit. And
Right, right.
like she's
No, but
not
they're
great on the
public.
freeway anyways, even if I'm driving. So getting on the autobahn is probably not gonna be a deal.
No,
big,
but
big deal breaker.
European public transportation is phenomenal. Their
Yeah,
bus, their metro, and their train system is next to none. Like, you don't need a car. You really don't need a
yeah.
car.
Well, that's what we discussed is like even from the train station that she takes from the air to from the airport to the depot and then to her first hostel. There's a
Yeah,
little city train, and
yeah,
she's gonna take that, and it's like a 10-minute ride.
yeah. They're so high tech when it comes to their public transportation
Oh
for
yeah, it's
everybody.
crazy.
You really don't need a car. No, but I appreciate you letting me on. You guys have
Yeah, absolutely. Those are cool stories. I was,
enjoy the rest of your 2 hour and 50 minutes less.
however long we are,
However
we
long you
say
guys are on.
we say
But I'm
3
I'm
hours.
watching. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching the MMA fights tonight. My son made me watch it or maybe pay for it because he said it's a good one tonight or whatever. So
I
I'll be
stopped
watching
watching
that.
MMA a few years back. Once Dana White started buying all the other companies, and there's like 47 weight classes for the men, and the women have 20 weight classes. You can't keep track of any of the fighters anymore.
But you know
There's
what?
so many of them.
I stopped watching sports because of the bullshit. But the only things I do, my son boxes and stuff, so
Mm.
I'll watch boxing and MMA with him. You know, so
Yeah, it's just
it's like a father son bonding.
yeah, you got to
We
bond
do.
it. Well, that's
Right.
like
Yeah,
my son
yeah.
and I. When he's here, if there's a hockey game on or football, we watch football and hockey together. He loves
Yeah.
football and hockey. So
Yeah, I'll watch. He plays high school football, so I'll watch high school football.
mm.
If he makes college, then I'll start going back to watching college. And God forbid, if he makes NFL, then I'll go back to watching NFL.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm looking forward to.
God forbid, he says. God forbid.
My
But if he makes it in the NFL, he can sponsor the show.
Right,
yeah, right.
exactly, exactly.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
We'll
this
broadcast from
football
the
season.
skybox. We'll broadcast
Yeah, there
from
we
the
go. James will automatically become another member of the show. Be like, oh, we just added a new guy. Don't mind us.
I'm the fifth member in the green room with all the M&Ms and the champagne and everything.
We're here at
Wait, hold on.
so-
My son's going to score a touchdown, boys. Hold on, wait.
we're here at SoFi Stadium in a VIP box with our newest member of the show, James, whose son is
Because
down
he
on
got
the
his VIP
No, that's what I'm
box.
looking
Yeah,
forward to.
he's off camera,
If he makes that
but trust me,
happen,
he's
I
there.
hope you become the fifth member of the show. I am so serious. Get some skybox seats. I'll get you. I'll buy you. A shirt.
Yeah, right. I'll become a damn Rams fan. I'll be like Cleveland Hill.
I'll be lit up in there with
Rams.
the singles, just like this.
No, but
Yeah,
anyways, you
that's
guys.
what I'm
Halftime show. When
No,
they
but
get
you
to
guys-
the Super Bowl, we will be the halftime show.
Right, exactly. You guys have a great show. You guys have a great weekend. If I don't
Hey,
talk to
have
you
a good
guys.
night, man. And enjoy the pay per view.
man.
We appreciate you stopping by, brother.
Take care, everybody.
No, that's actually one thing I'm actually looking forward to this year is Jody. Her son plays football and he's so good, and I'm actually looking forward, or not baseball, football. I'm looking forward to going and seeing him play a few games this year. And he is so damn good. The kid is super talented, and the school that he goes for is a big football school. So they produce football players. So they
Okay.
wanted him there. It wasn't like he just lived in the area. No, they wanted him at that
wanted
school.
him.
Yeah. She sent me a couple of videos of him playing. That kid's a monster. I'm like, damn. So I'm looking forward to getting the opportunity to go see him play this year. I think it'll be pretty awesome. And hopefully it'll convince Cash to play football because I'm trying to push it. But that kid wants to play ice hockey. And I'm
Hey,
like,
Hey,
There's just
I
not
wouldn't
many
mess
places
with
to
it.
play hockey though down here.
And that is the problem.
Or up here.
However,
There is a place here
however,
in Newark, but he has to
any
wait.
man that can scrap while standing on a quarter-inch of
Yeah, right.
steel, I'm down with. That's my
Mhm.
boy. Because fuck.
Well, there is a place here in town that does, but he has to be, I think, 9 or 10. So he's got another year
Uh,
or maybe 2 before he can play. So if he's still interested, when I can sign him up, I'll sign him up here in town and I'll let him play hockey.
hell
I
yeah.
love hockey.
My son, he played football and basketball before everything started in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It was on his first year though. You know, he was like he didn't want to go back out there. I said, "No, you got to
Your
get used to
youngest son or your oldest?
my youngest. My oldest, he did football when he was younger. He only did 1 year. He was like he was through with it. I said, I understand. You take a
Mm-hmm.
shot at it. That's all you got to do. Take one shot at it. You
Yep.
good. His mother wants
If
him
you
to get
don't
back out
like
there.
it,
He got to be in
there's
some activities. I said, leave him alone. He gonna figure something. Once he get out there and start hanging with his friends, then he really gonna want to start playing. That's
I'll
what.
tell you
Yeah,
what.
that's
Sit
like I
him
want the
down,
kids.
make him watch the Karate Kid. Next thing you know, he'll be sitting in karate tournaments because that's what I'm looking at.
I probably put him in martial arts.
And then
I'm like,
6 years down the road, he'll be kicking Tony's ass.
Yeah.
I'm the
And
man of the house
then
now,
we'll just sit there.
bitch.
Then we'll just sit there going, Tony, sweep the leg, sweep. Oh, Tony, that
Kick him in the dick, Tony.
be a problem. It'll be a problem.
Get your cattle prod, Tony. Shuck that ass.
I still got a couple of my
Extreme
old
rules match. Hit him with a chair, Tony.
at the RKO is there just to be general.
right?
No.
You missed it,
Hey,
man.
so check
Last
this
week
out.
he
So
got
I
mad.
was.
He got mad
What's
last
that?
week, and I had to go in and talk to him. I said, "What's wrong with you?" He was sitting there looking like this. So I went up to him, did the forehead thing. I'm like, "You okay? All you got to do is listen, pay attention. You know how you get your forehead in your son's forehead?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why he's pushing back already." I'm kind of proud. I'm very proud.
He's a
I
little
said, "Good."
Tony, man.
I
I was
said,
gonna
"Good."
say,
I said,
we
"Good."
all know how he talks. He gets on us.
He said,
When
he
I,
said, he started pushing back and said, "Oh, really?"
yeah. I was gonna say when I told him that you were mean to me, he started getting on me. I was like, all right, little Tony, I hear you. Better calm your little self down.
I like that. But you want your boys to be like that. You
Yeah.
Oh
want
yeah.
your boys to be like that.
Mhm.
So I'm good. This just ain't what you want. Trust me. I'm glad you're ready.
Yeah.
To fight.
That's Cash. I mean, Cash will talk shit with anybody, and he'll talk shit back and forth. But if he has to get, he'll get a little serious. He'll get a little serious. I'm like, calm down, little fella. You ain't that bad.
No. You want them to be. You be like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, let's see what you got. Don't even tell them calm down. Let's see what
Well,
you got. Because when they get out there in the
I
world,
actually looked at punching bags at Walmart the other day, and I was
It's still kind of frowned upon to throat punch your 8-year-old son
yes.
It
in
is.
Ohio.
It
Maybe
is.
not in Georgia, but in Ohio.
Clap.
Although there's times where you're just like, you know what?
That's it. That's
That's
it.
it. Yeah.
I keep telling my kids, I said, the day you turn 18, I'm gonna punch you in the nose. You know that, right?
My oldest
Like,
boy.
That's it.
happy birthday, whack!
My oldest clocked him in the chest last week, and I heard it. I was like, damn. He was like, he deserved it. I said, I know, but he's still got a small chest. You gotta let him grow. I never hit you like that. I popped you in the ass.
Last weekend, Cash came in here and showed me something on his tablet, and then he turned around to walk out the room. I posted it on TikTok, or not on TikTok, but on Snapchat on my stories. He turned around and walked out the room, and I looked back up the TV, and as soon as my attention was away from what he was doing, a little fucker come and jumped on the bed and attacked me. I had him all hemmed up and twisted up, and I wrapped him up and had him in like a little chokehold. I was like, tap the fuck out. He's like, I ain't tapping out. He's still swinging on me. I'm like, I could put you to sleep if I really wanted to. He's like, nope. He's swinging away.
Let him get used to the fight. That way they don't take everybody else out. Let him get used to
Yeah.
it.
Well, we've always roughhoused. All 3 of my kids I've always roughhoused with. Nothing too crazy, just roughhousing.
Yes.
He loves to wrestle and play around, man. But
Get that adrenaline
sometimes he
going.
forgets. He's a little bit stronger than what he thinks he is, and he's getting older and he's getting bigger. So a lot of times he starts jumping around on me, and like I'm a trampoline. I'm like, oh, there goes my back. Oh, Dad's done for the next week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not the only one who can roughhouse.
Yeah, I have no problem roughhousing. I'll roughhouse all day long. But speaking of roughhousing and fighting, so check this out.
Yeah.
I was laying around watching movies today. I watched Dracula Untold. Never really got to watch that all the way through. Really good. It was actually a pretty good movie.
Was it?
Who's in it?
Yeah, everybody in there, brother.
It's on Tubi, right?
I was watching it on HBO Max, but it's basically the
Sadie.
quote
Hey,
unquote,
Sadie.
hey Sadie, the quote unquote untold story of Dracula, how Vlad the Impaler became known as
Oh,
Dracula,
okay.
but it's actually him as the vampire Dracula. But it's got it was pretty good. It's one of those movies that if they it came out in 2014, but it's one of those movies that they could have easily done a sequel to and kept going
Yes.
with the story because
Right.
Dracul, which Vlad the Impaler, his name translates into the son of the devil or something like that, or son of dragons or whatever, because his dad was a warrior or whatever. But Luke Evans was in it, Dominic Cooper, and if you've seen them, you would know who they are.
Right.
Like
Dominic
the
Cooper's the
the
same
entire
guy.
cast, the entire cast is full of guys that
That
when
you
you
know
see
by
them,
sight, but you can't remember their name.
yeah, like
Dominic
Luke
Cooper
Evans
is the
is
same guy that played Dracula in Blade Trinity, isn't it?
maybe. But
Possibly.
like Luke Evans has been in Beauty and the Beast. The he was in The Hobbit, Fast and the Furious 6. He was in the other Hobbit movies.
Who do you play in
He's
the
got
Hobbit
another.
movies? I don't know.
He
I
was
don't know.
also in The Immortals, but he was in another good movie, and it was like on Netflix or something like that. It was straight to like DVD or straight to streaming. It's called No One Lives. It's an action movie. Check it out. It's really good.
Oh, okay.
But Dominic Cooper.
I think that's the same guy that was in Blade Trinity.
Okay, have you ever seen the TV show Preacher?
No.
No.
Oh, what the fuck? I was gonna say.
Don't you
I'm
hate
gonna
that when
nip
that
that in.
happens? You're like, I got a perfect reference. You ever seen this movie? Everybody's like,
No.
no.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
I did. I did watch a classic the other day.
He's been in Captain
Funny,
America. I mean,
I
he's
sent
been
you
in.
guys both uh, the podcast that I listened to while I'm working,
Yeah.
and they were talking about the movie Uncle Buck with John Candy,
Jesus
and
Christ.
I got a bug up my ass to watch this movie. And if you remember in the movie, John Candy, Macaulay Culkin's character had a birthday,
Great show.
and his mom ordered that clown. Do you know who plays the clown
And Uncle Buck?
in Uncle Buck? It's the
Not right off the top
guy
of my head.
from Dumb and Dumber that's in the van when they do the most annoying sound in the world.
His buddy?
No, no, the guy that's trying to kill him.
Oh, okay. Who's the new guy? What new guy? It's the same. What's going on, Noah?
Oh,
What up, Noah?
Noah, what part of Germany are you in?
So, anyways, so I was watching movies. So then I decided, I haven't watched Kick-Ass in a long time.
Holy
That actually
shit.
wasn't bad. That actually
No,
wasn't
it's
bad.
no, I like the
That
Kick-Ass
actually
movies.
wasn't a bad
So I'm
movie.
watching it.
My wife's
Here's
still
here's a fun
Oh.
little movie effect, a fun little movie trivia for you guys. And this is me being a nerd. So I'm watching it. The guy who plays Kick-Ass, Aaron Tyler Johnson, he also played Maxim or Maximus or whatever in the Avengers, aka Silver Surfer. Or not Silver Surfer.
Oh, okay.
Fucking the God, why can't I think of his name? He played Scarlet Witch's brother,
Oh, Quicksilver.
Oh,
Quicksilver.
okay. Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Well, his best friend in
Yeah,
that
okay,
movie
which one?
The
Okay,
In
he
the
plays
Avengers.
Scarlet
Quicksilver
Witch's
died.
brother. Scarlet Witch's
in
brother.
Avengers.
The one that died.
His
Pietro.
best friend
Pietro.
in Kick-Ass is Evan Peters, famously known for American Horror Story, but played Quicksilver in the X-Men First Class movies. Also
Oh,
on
the young guy.
WandaVision.
The young
Yeah,
guy.
so-
okay, so
yes.
that's what you was asking, Jeff. So he's the
So both
Quicksilver
guys
from
that
the
played-
new X-Men, not the one
Yeah.
from Captain America.
Yeah, the guy
Okay,
from the
okay.
new X-Men and the guy from they played in Kick-Ass together, and they were best friends.
Nice.
And then they turned out and played the same character,
I was about to say that. Yeah.
and not only the same character in the X-Men and Avengers, but the same character in the MCU, because Evan Peters, if you watch WandaVision on Disney, Evan Peters played Quicksilver on WandaVision.
Yes.
They didn't get the
Came
original
back.
actor.
Yeah, he came back.
Yeah.
I saw that. He came back.
Yep.
That shit.
So
hit
I was just like, I was
Oh, yeah,
watching
yeah,
that, and
yeah.
I was like, why do I know both of these guys?
yeah.
And I was like, I know Evan Peters from American Horror Story, but I said, why do I know these guys? And it was driving me crazy. So then I looked up the first guy that plays Kick-Ass, and I was like, son of a bitch, they both played Quicksilver.
Yeah. Jeff,
Yeah.
he's on Twitch. You want to respond to him on there?
Noah is?
Yeah, he's on Twitch.
Oh, thank you,
I'm gonna
Noah.
find it.
Noah's a fan of ours. He's
Yeah, I
probably the
remember.
youngest fan.
Yeah,
I thought he was here
he's
on
our
Friday.
youngest fan. No,
And he's in
he's our
Germany.
youngest fan in
How old is he?
Germany. He's 14.
Oh, shucks. What's up, youngster?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Keep
But
telling
yeah,
people. You'll never
Noah,
know when the miners are
if
up
you
here.
have Snapchat or something, hit me up, sir, because my wife's going, and she might need directions occasionally.
How about you not solicit minors on our podcast?
I'm not soliciting. No, I'm
And
thinking
for the
maybe
record, please tell your parents that we will advise you as much as we curse.
yes. Oh yeah. Well, we've mentioned it's probably not the best idea for him to watch us, but
Yeah. Noah's been around for
My
a hot
parents are
minute,
Go
though.
at it. That's
yeah,
the
Noah's
thing.
been around since like episode what, 20, 25, something like that.
Yeah, maybe a little bit before that. I mean, he might have been around in the very beginning when we first started. Yeah, he's been around for a minute. He's a good kid.
Yeah.
So
Big
that's
up,
why we
Joe.
let him stick around.
You need some advice on anything as far as being a man, get at us, damn it. We'll do that shit. Don't burp.
So we're right up against the break, but I gotta ask you guys. Whoa,
Because
whoa,
three
whoa,
is
whoa,
better than
whoa,
one.
whoa, whoa, whoa! Calm down, YouTube. All I did was open the fucking app, and you're already screaming at me. Jesus Christ! Did you guys watch the video for Blacktop Mojo's My Girl?
Yes.
I saw
That was
clips of it. I haven't watched the whole thing. But I did.
live and acoustic. They did that.
Yes, it was
Pretty
cool.
good.
They dropped it the other night on YouTube. So when we go to break for our second break, I want to play the live version, the acoustic version, because it's literally just Matt and Kat, and they're sitting in this old like theater, and it sounds fantastic.
It did sound good.
But
I understand that. That's messed up,
what
no?
was it?
Hey, Debbie.
There's Debbie.
There was a song that I wanted to do, and I can't remember. Oh wait, no, that's not it. No, it's not that. That's not it. What's going on, Debbie? Really? I can't remember. Oh well, I'll just play
Hey,
that
yo,
one
Noah,
off one
do
of
me
their
a
older.
favor. Next time you report that little bastard.
Right?
You tell your dad I said to go to the last energy bar on Mortal Kombat when he gets there, for lack of a better term.
Well, I would have never thought that we would be relaxing to listen to when you're going to bed, but I appreciate that. But we are right up against it. We're going to go ahead and take a real quick break, guys. Got a little Blacktop Mojo here. Hopefully tuned up, maybe?
You tell your dad, your cousins,
Nope, there's an ad.
your uncles, older brothers and older sisters, damn it.
All them.
That mess would have happened in my family. I came from out of state. They already know.
Right?
Fix yourself, young blood. Fix yourself. You don't trust nobody on the internet.
Amen to that.
You don't trust nobody on the internet. Man to man, I'm talking to you.
That's not it.
There we go. What's not it?
Sadie says she doesn't trust you, Tony.
I don't blame you. Girl, I done seen you. I don't blame you. I'm messing with you.
With that being said, time to go to break.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a real quick break, guys. Enjoy a little Blacktop Mojo for you. Like I said, the second break is when I'll do My Girl, because that is, I guess technically it's not a cover. It's kind of a cover. It's a sample.
Yeah, it's a reimagining. We'll call it that.
You know what? Fuck it. It's
I
not
like that.
technically a cover.
No, it's a reimagining.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. So this
Play
is
it.
they dropped this the other night. This was live. It was Matt and Cat. It's acoustically done,
And they're in
and
an
they're in
old
what
abandoned
looks
church.
yeah, it
It's
looks
an
like an
old
old
abandoned
abandoned
church.
church or a theater or something like that.
It's an abandoned church that they put up on TikTok. They
Mind
put a
you,
video from the balcony on TikTok.
question: did you see the giant penis spray
Yes, I
painted
did.
on the
Yes, I
wall
did. Yes, I did.
on this?
That's how you can tell it's abandoned. That's how you can tell it's abandoned, and that some people have
they,
zero
they
coof.
posted that on Facebook coming soon or whatever. They were talking about the video and when it was dropping and everything, and they're showing the inside and they kind of pan out. I'm like, there's a big dick on the wall. But with that being said, we're gonna take a break real quick, guys. We'll be right back here in just a few minutes.
Spray paint.
Enjoy a little a little Blacktop Mojo. If you guys aren't already, if you've never heard of them, never listened to them, do yourself a favor. Look them up everywhere you stream music and on all social media. And go show them some love. Let them know that we sent you. And we'll be right back here just after a few minutes.
Ain't no sunshine, it's a cloudy day. And when it's cold outside, nobody's there for me. Yes, see, why can't make me feel this way? Talk about my girl. She don't call me honey. That stings like a bee. There's no music now, no birds in the trees. And I guess you say, why can't make me feel this way, my girl? Talking about my she took all my money and gave me back my name. And she left me all alone, standing in the I guess you say, why can't make me feel this way?
Hell yeah, that was a short break. Sorry about that. I almost played a second song. But I didn't know there was going to be ads or anything. So,
Right.
welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense, guys. Hopefully, you enjoyed the first hour of bullshit and nonsense. I just seen Eleanor's list, Tony, so you're good there. Just popped up. Lost my train of thought. Anyways, welcome back to the show. Hopefully, you guys are having fun so far. We're just kind of hanging out, shooting the shit. No real direction as of right now. That's usually typically the first hour. But if you guys could be so kind, go show us some love. Go give us a little bit of love and hit us with some follows and some shares and all that jazz on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and yes, we are on the Tiki Taki. You can also join us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday right here on Haps. Download the app. It's a free app. You can download it, give us a follow. You get the notification, hang out in the chatters box. And you get every single
Sounds like
episode,
you're
which they
on a
are up.
highway.
I am on a highway.
I know, but like
I'm
you're
a,
sitting in
I'm a
the middle.
highwayman. I'm a highwayman. God damn. Chris Christopherson and the Outlaws, Johnny Cash and all that. I am literally, my apartment is on a main road, and it was 78 degrees today up here.
Yeah, 78 here too.
It was a beautiful day out, so I got my
It's
windows
like
open,
85
and it's going to
today.
be 70 something tomorrow, and then we get into next week, and it's going to be cold and bullshit again. But I am
You're
clocking speeders.
speeders.
But you can also get every episode of the
Spin your
podcast.
radar gun.
You can listen to them whenever you want, however you want. Choose your own adventure style. You don't have to listen to them in order, but you can get all those on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere and everywhere you get your little podcast and jollies from. Like I said, if you guys be so kind, do us a favor, give us a share, go give us some love, and definitely give us a follow. That way you can get all the notifications when we post new stuff, when we do new things, and when we have upcoming stuff coming up, like guests and stuff. And I'm starting tomorrow, maybe Monday, I'm going to work on possible guests for our 100th episode, which is right around the corner.
I know, right?
Which will be a huge deal if I can land them. I just don't know if it's going to happen. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try a couple different people. Because the 100th episode is right around the corner. I was looking at it today. I think it falls.
Is it on a Saturday or a Wednesday?
I can't remember. I was looking at it today. We're at
Let me
92
check.
now.
Because
Well,
the
after
reason
the
why
100
is 'cause
well,
for
yeah.
the 100th episode, I have a very special starting five that I want to do for it, and I was hoping that it lands on a Saturday so that we can do our picks for it.
So today we're at 92. It falls on a Wednesday.
Oh, that's right.
Which
So the for the 92nd or the 99th, we'll pick, and then we'll announce the winner on the 100th. There you go.
Well, we're not all together on the 99th one because that's on a Monday.
Oh, okay. Well,
What the hell is wrong with you, Jake?
98.
101st would be on the Saturday. The 100th will be on Wednesday.
So the 100th the 101th is when we'll pick.
101th, huh?
Yeah.
You just said fuck all English grammar and everything after I said 101st, and you're like 101th.
Yes.
Tony,
Hey,
you're
once again, I speak
you have no
proper
sound,
all
Tony.
day long. I'm allowed to.
Tony, you have no sound. Tony, you have no
Yeah,
sound.
you're-
Tony, you have no
muted.
sound. Tony, you have no sound. I don't think he's talking to us.
No, I don't think so either.
That's fantastic. I'm proud of you.
Talking to my son. Sorry, shut up.
Yeah, I was like, you're just sitting there talking. Tony, you have no sound. Tony! Tony!
Can you hear me?
Hello!
All right, here. I
Tony's
didn't
like,
what's up.
Tony's
have-
like, I'm
no.
so goddamn diligent, I'm just going to ignore him while I talk to him. Oh, man. Well, speaking of the list, do you guys want to go ahead and jump into it?
I'm ready.
Maybe Mike can just
I
send us our
actually
list
figured
and we
out how
can...
I can maybe type them in.
I figured
Well,
you would
hopefully you
give
can
the mic
get
time
everybody's
to-
list right this week. Because as far as last week's debacle with the Chatters box list, I'm just gonna declare everybody a winner.
Agreed. Yeah, it's like I said, it's crazy time for me.
Jeff only got 4 of the 6 on there.
Okay.
Tina wasn't involved.
Right.
Cheyenne might have been missing, so he didn't get everybody on there. It was kind of jacked up anyway. So that's what I said Wednesday, and I kind of felt bad because, it was messed up. A couple people weren't on there. So everybody in the chatters box, some of you guys are now a 2-time winner, and some of you guys are now a 1-time winner.
Yeah.
All around push.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a push.
Everybody had great lists, anyways. I know somebody got mad and said they're not going to listen anymore, and I hope that wasn't the reason. Because I did try to fix it, and I did try to correct it. I just didn't have time to redo the list. But
Rehab. I don't
with
know
that
what
being
it is.
with that being said, Jeffrey, Tony, are you
Yeah.
guys ready? You guys want to go ahead and?
I'm waiting on y'all.
I am. I'm just kind of clearing out the old ones here of the list, so we can
I will
start
try to
typing
get
in.
Mike to send us the list if he wants to get involved. I do have the emails, Michael, so I can. What in the actual fuck? Oh, and tell Eleanor tell Eleanor she's not allowed to send her list.
Oh, she's in the chat.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
Why she not allowed?
She'll know once I start spouting off my bullshit list that I'm just pulling out of my ass.
So did we agree on blue, correct?
As long as in all one color, and as long as everything looks clear on there, I don't care what color it is, blue, orange.
Yeah, I can change the colors later.
One color for us, one color for the chatters box, because the way you did the chatters box last week, outside of missing people and stuff like that, that
Right.
color and the way it looked was perfect. Even when I screenshot or I saved the picture, it came up and it was perfect. So I do have Eleanor's. I have Vicky's, and I have Betty's
I'll have to type it in later, 'cause
for
I
this
can't
week.
do it on my
So we got
phone.
Eleanor, Vicky, and Betty for this week. Jumping
Well,
in.
so technically, Tony's supposed to go first, then Michael, then myself, then Chris. If I'm not mistaken,
I think I was
That's
supposed
what
to.
because Tony's never gone first.
Right.
Well, we tried to
I've
let
never
Tony go
gone
first.
second to. I've never gone second to last. So. And
Eleanor
Mike has
was
gone
wrong with
first.
the list. Eleanor, I think he's hating because you probably got some of the same picks he has.
Yeah. I think
Well,
so.
well, I don't have. In all honesty, I don't have any picks. But before we,
But she had a good damn list, didn't she? Oh, God.
just real quick, remind everybody who the champ is.
These nuts.
What am I at? 8 in a row? 9
Seven.
overall?
7. And you count
7 in a row?
the mirror, the back-to-back mirrors.
7 in a row? 8 in a row? 8 total? 9 total? I don't know. How many wins does Jeff and Tony have combined?
No.
This could be your guys' week because I literally have nothing. Nothing's wrong with your list. But there are 2 of them on your list that were first thoughts last weekend.
That means you had a good list, lady. That's what that means.
I think I'm gonna do red for everybody.
And as long as it shows up, man, red. As long as red's not too bright and it clashes with the black, because a lot of times when you save the video, or when you post the picture and I try to save it or whatever, it causes a blur if the colors.
Right.
And that's what's happened with.
And I don't know why it
with-
does that.
You still want to...
I'll just say, Eleanor, never mind. I won't say anything because Tony's seen your list. Oh, thank you, Sadie. We appreciate that. They'll be my 2 and 3 pick. I will see if I can get Michael's list.
Betty says keep
That
those
way we
colors.
can-
Last week looks easy. She said it was easy to read.
Yeah. That's exactly what we were just saying, Betty. That last week, even though the Chatters box was a little crazy, it looked fantastic.
Right.
So, Tony, I guess, Jeff, just write them. You need a piece of paper.
I'm going to.
just write them.
Oh, I have
and
it.
then you
I
can
have it.
type
I'm
them
just-
later.
Let me do
I'm
you a
just playing.
favor.
So,
Let Jeff
So
finish
Tony's
doing his
got-
work. Did Mike get his? Did he send in a response yet or no?
I'm gonna message him, so I'll read them
I
off
was gonna
after
say,
we do ours.
if you guys in on Messenger, type them up afterwards and send them to me. That way I can copy and
I
paste.
can do that. That's no problem.
Just
I
put
can
them
do
in
that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 order of pick.
That's no problem.
Take
I can
y'all
do that.
3 minutes.
I can do that.
Yeah,
Or
look,
just get
boy.
you a piece of paper and a notepad because I don't have mine written down. I'm literally pulling mine out of my fucking ass right now.
So
It
type
shouldn't be
it to
that
me
hard.
as
I
you
mean,
do
if
it,
if
bitch.
you're a champion, you shouldn't be bitching so much. You do know that, right?
Yeah, for a champion.
This
some of
motherfucker
you guys
has
get a
one
lot of
goddamn job on this
stipulations.
show.
Yeah, and I also have a full
He has
time
to
job.
He's
I
got
co-host
work
two.
12
He's got
hours a
two.
day.
He has to show up. He has to show up and he has to do the list. That's just 2 jobs.
That's because I have a full time job that I work.
You
12
don't have
hours a
any
day
other
at.
than just showing up, Tony.
I be thinking. I got to be creative.
Well,
Tony's
we
like,
get
I
to
gotta
see
come
that.
up with
So.
my ideas.
Oh, you see plenty. You cut that shit out. You see plenty.
Well, Mr. Creative, Captain Creative over here, George's
I
first
ask you
black
honestly,
superhero.
do we have any information from Mike yet? Has he returned the message at all?
I messaged him. I haven't heard back, but I will read his list off after we're all done, and
Okay,
then
so
I will copy
he
it.
did send his list in already.
He hasn't sent it to me yet, but he said he could send it to me.
Because if he has a pick that we have, I don't want him getting ruled out. You know how we do.
Right.
go
That's
across
No, well, as long as I can
Yeah.
message him, if one of us, I mean, I can read his off as we go. If
Okay,
you want
I'm
to
gonna
keep
give
him in
mine.
order.
Yeah,
I'ma
let's
give
do
mine.
that.
Ask him
Let's
for
do
his
that.
picks, and he could send you
Yeah.
his picks so we can submit them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
That way,
waiting to
if
hear back.
somebody's already taken his like number
Yes.
2 or whatever,
And he got
then he
number
can be like,
2.
oh
I
no,
want
go
to
with
make sure his
go with
get in.
number go with the what I have for the
I
third
act like
one,
this is
and
the
then-
first time we've ever done a damn
I
starting
know,
5.
right?
But he's not
We
here.
all do. We all are. We all are.
So
We're all
I am
kind of
going to
fucked up
start
right
this
now.
shit off
Sounds-
extremely properly. I am going to
Okay.
start this shit off with a careful thought, and I'm going to start this shit off with a one movie villain that was one of the most evil people at his time when the movie came out, and that is going to be Richard Dawson's character in The Running Man.
Okay, and what's his character name?
I fucking forgot. Hold on.
Well, my lady is at her house. Jeff's wife is probably in the other room, and Tony
She's upstairs
likes
asleep.
old up muscle
Killian, I
Latino
think.
men.
Killian.
Yeah, I think it was
Dawson,
Killian.
the Running
It was
Man
Killian.
character name.
Richard Dawson plays Damon Killian in The Running
Damon Killian. Damon
Damon
Who doesn't
Killian.
know?
Killian. Okay, so what does Mike have?
His bachi cheese.
Which was a
I
very good
I'm
fucking
not
movie.
I don't have
Oh,
Mike's
you don't
list
have it
up.
yet?
I don't if I don't have it and he picks something that we pick.
Tell him
Then
to send like six
Betty?
to 8 that we can actually
Well-
substitute.
he hasn't messaged me back. I messaged him. He hasn't even opened it yet.
Okay.
So what I'll do, we'll go ahead and make our picks. If we have any picks that are the same,
I'll have an alternate. I'll do that for mine.
There
If
you
I
go.
got
Well,
a
I
pick
was
that
gonna-
he has,
well, I
I'll
would
have
just-
an alternate.
yeah, I'll just have him. I'll just have him pick an alternate. He, you know,
Okay.
it'll be easier for us if I just have him. And then what I'll do is I'll screenshot a picture of his list and I'll send it to you, Jeff.
Sounds good.
Or I'll type it all out after if we need to fix it.
Okay. Well,
And I'll type it
for
out and
my-
send it to you.
For my number 1, I'm gonna go with the craziest woman on the planet.
Glenn Close, big old check.
She was downright evil, played by Miss Kathy Bates.
Yes.
Oh,
Her character's
nice.
name was Annie Wilkes from Misery.
You have no.
Yeah,
you
I
have
thought
no
about
dispute
her.
with me. You have no dispute. Man, it's like I gotta walk away. I just got scared.
Right? That
So
bitch
we're gonna-
scared the shit out of me. Because when she broke dude's ankles, damn, that scares the shit out of me still to this day. So what do you got, Mr. Chris?
I have, and I'm trying to look up his character name.
Okay.
You know what, Jeff? If I may, you know that wasn't her only evil character.
Oh, it
No.
wasn't.
She was
Dude,
also
dude,
that, the
Kathy
Family That
Bates,
Prays
Kathy
by
Bates.
Tyler Perry.
What's
Kathy
that? Say that
Bates
again?
is-
Family That Prays by Tyler Perry. She was the mother.
Yeah.
Of that. Yeah, she was.
Kathy Bates is amazing, and she's another one of those recurring characters on
Yes.
American Horror Story. She's so goddamn good on American Horror Story.
She's scary,
Oh my
man.
god, yeah.
She's scary.
Even when
she's funny.
she's not always,
She's not afraid
but
to
she's
make
not
fun
always,
of
yeah.
herself. She's awesome. Kathy Bates
she's not
is
always,
an American.
she's not
icon.
always.
I know we say this word is used too much, but she's an icon. And she's an American treasure.
Yes. She is she is a silver screen icon.
Yes.
Silver screen icon.
If you want to just give me the actor's name, I can look it up, Chris.
I got it. I just
Okay.
had to.
Siri
Matter
that
of fact,
shit.
I'm about to make a change now that I mentioned that.
Yeah, see?
There she go. I'm about to make a change. Yeah, this way I'll make sure that Mike gets his pick in, but I'm about to make a big change. Holy shit. I don't know how I forgot about this one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's your
If
ass.
you're thinking about the one I got for my number 2,
Okay.
I'm gonna be pissed because I want to announce this one because when I saw the movie, I'm still mad at the bitch.
That's a you.
And I saw the movie 20 years ago, and I'm still mad at this bitch. How she knew my boy like that?
I think I know who it is.
You might. It's a classic.
Well, with my number one pick,
Mm-hmm.
I love this actor too, and he kind of come out of nowhere.
It's
Mr.
on my backup.
Christoph. What was on your backup? I haven't even made my pick.
Not you. I'm talking about Golf
Oh.
Hawk.
Hey, let's calm down in the chatters box.
Yeah.
Let's stop shouting out
Don't
names.
give us ideas.
We're literally picking as we talk, and I have nobody, so I'm literally winging mine as we go. But Christoph Waltz, Inglorious Bastards, Colonel Hans Landa,
You motherfucker.
and that was one
Had
of
it
the
as
nastiest motherfucking Nazis to ever be played on the goddamn big screen.
I never saw that movie.
Really?
Really?
Oh, it's
Oh,
good.
do yourself a
It's
favor
good.
and watch it.
Do
tomorrow.
yourself a favor.
It's so good.
When you first meet him, holy shit,
Dude,
You're just
last
this
night
guy's an asshole.
when we were talking about Eli Roth in Inglorious Bastards, he plays the Bear Jew,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a monster, dude.
Yeah, he is.
I never
You
saw
will
it.
love Eli Roth,
Eli Roth.
and I'm not. I like
Eli
Brad
Roth
Pitt. He's not
as-
one of my favorite
as-
actors. He has movies that I like. Brad
The guy
Pitt
that plays
was
Hans is genius.
so perfect, so
I've
perfect.
never heard
Oh,
anything
yeah.
in that
bad
movie.
about that movie.
The entire cast. It's a Quentin Tarantino
But
film.
Christopher Waltz is a phenomenal actor. I've never seen him in a bad movie.
Oh,
He,
you just gave
we
me
were
a
talking,
full
we
idea.
were, we
Just
were
give me
talking
the
a while back about Tarantino guys. Waltz, Christoph Waltz is a Tarantino guy.
Yeah, he's a Tarantino guy.
He's
and
in
he's never,
Django?
He's never done. He's never been bad. He's never he's always spot on.
Yeah,
You
he's
can-
been in
you,
Django.
If you see a role
He was
he's
in Hateful Eight.
you can't go, oh, X would have done better.
You talking about the guy that was the marshal in Django?
No, yeah, well, the one that was the quote unquote dentist that Jamie Foxx hang out with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dude. That's dude.
Golf Hawk.
That's Christopher Waltz.
Golf Hawk is this a friend of yours or somebody that we know?
Golf Hawk is somebody I thought you knew.
I thought it was
maybe I do
you
know.
guys.
There's a YouTube follower. He said number 2, Glick after breakup. Dude's fucking bonkers
He's right, though.
for Billy.
He's right.
Okay, so
I
yeah.
know.
Tony-
You gentlemen a toast. You gentlemen a toast.
2 and 3, sir.
2 and 3?
Yeah.
Do you really want
1,
to ask
2,
me as I just changed
then
my
1,
mind?
1.
As I just changed my mind, you really want to ask me this?
I know, and if you steal mine, I'm gonna come all the way to Georgia.
Your ass
Pop
is
you in
about
the
to
nose.
be mad. I hope your passport is current. I'm gonna leave the
Oh,
door
it
and the light
is.
on
It's
for you.
on its way. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Hapsters, Podcasters, Spotifyers, Twitters, Facebookers, all of yous everywhere. My number 2 pick is I just changed my mind. Jeeves, how you doing? Let me get her name for you. And yes, it is a she. We're gonna narrow it down so everybody can start
Be careful.
put stuff together.
I will book my ticket, sir.
I'm gonna give you time right now to go ahead and pull up your airlines. You are going to hear.
But being that you have to look up her character's name, I think I'm safe.
Lynn Whitfield, from A Thin
Okay.
Line Between Love and Hate. Oh, I forgot her damn name. Oh, it was Brandy Webb, Brandi.
Randy Webb.
Webb, Web.
Brandy Webb.
Let me be clear. Let me be controversial. Let me be
B.I.?
stereotypical. Let me B R
Wait,
A.
who was it?
No,
Lynn
Webb.
Whitfield on A
Jeez, what's
Thin
Webb
going
is
Line
on?
Between
W-E-B?
Love and Hate. That's the one that had Martin Lawrence and Bobby Brown in it.
Yeah. All right, what's your number 3?
People do not understand. Men will not date her after that movie.
I don't bet it. I don't doubt it.
She was bad in that movie, but she was worse in Medea's family reunion. She was the
Oh.
mother. She was the mother.
She's that one bitch that you were just like, I hate it. Oh, I hate that movie because
She
of
was
this
the
bitch.
mother that told her daughter it's okay to get your ass whipped by your husband.
Ooh, that's
Y'all remember that
fucked
movie?
up.
Shit.
No, I haven't seen it. As discussed, I only just started watching Tyler Perry movies the other day when I watched Why Did I Get Married?
Alrighty. For my next pick, because you all have truly hurt yourselves with this one. Let me pull that back up. From Sin City,
Okay.
I'm taking the character Kevin that was played by
Oh,
Elijah Wood.
yes.
Oh, nice.
That was the one with the nails.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
And
was,
he
that was,
He's
didn't
that
like a
was,
little
say a
Spider Man.
fucking word.
that
He
was
didn't say
yes.
a fucking word.
He said he didn't
And
even
that,
scream. He just gonna close your
yeah,
eyes while you get eaten by wolves. That's the bullshit.
yeah, that dude was
Yeah.
fucked up. Well,
Well,
for my number 2,
wait until you hear
I'm
my
gonna
2 and
go with
3.
I'm gonna go with the person to this day. Now this movie was made in the '70s, and I'm still pissed at this bitch.
Oh, I
Nurse
know who you're talking about.
Ratchet from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I seen her.
Tell me you don't want to kill that bitch.
That's not who I thought, but that's good.
And I'm gonna go with the lowest of low-hanging fruit. I'm gonna go with Biff Tannen from Back to the Future.
Yeah, I see that. I was like, nah, that's too
Yeah,
weak.
that's pretty
That's
low.
so weak.
It's
That's pretty
weak,
low.
but I had to do it.
That's pretty low.
All right, boys,
He
for
made
my
me
2 and
watch. How do we not have that as a one-liner? He made
Yeah,
me
right?
watch.
He made me
for
watch.
for my number 2 and 3, I got a twofer
Hold on
for
one
you.
second.
I got a double double.
Take your time.
Uh,
Go ahead, I'm ready.
I got a double a
I haven't
double
seen that,
team.
but I
I
heard
got a
that talk.
double team on Kevin Spacey for you.
Ooh.
Kevin Spacey.
Oh,
The
you
greatest
motherfucker.
trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist, Mr. Kaiser fucking Sose. And then while I'm on Kevin Spacey being a bad
Wait,
guy,
from what movie?
kind of Usual
Oh,
Suspects.
Usual
Usual
suspect.
Suspect.
And while I'm on Kevin Spacey right now on that kick, what's in the box?
God
What's
damn
in the
it! I
box?
knew it!
Mr. John Doe from Seven.
Brad Pitt kind of played the hell out of that one part right there.
That movie
Yeah,
was
he
so
did.
goddamn
Yeah,
good.
he
That
did.
He
entire
didn't want to
cast
open
was
the
good.
box. He did not want to
Yeah.
open that box.
That whole cast was
Yeah.
so good. That's where Eleanor and I said that her and I had. But yours is fine because you're in the chatters box, so that doesn't. That was the first two because I literally did not even think about the list at all this week, and I started thinking about it a little bit today, and I was like, the first two names that popped up was Kaiser Sose and John Doe from those movies. Kevin Spacey is. You say what you say about Kevin Spacey, but he is a
That motherfucker can
badass
act.
actor.
I'll tell you
I
what.
heard
You
that
want
about
to?
that movie.
Ooh.
I never heard nothing bad about that movie, Golf Hawk. I'm not gonna lie. I heard nothing bad. They said she was out of her damn mind in that movie.
What's that?
Ma.
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
know a couple years
Well,
ago.
you want to see a really good Kevin Spacey? Chris, I don't think you'd like the show, but Kevin Spacey's character, I
Yeah,
think
House
you'd
of
love.
Cards.
House of Cards is genius. Tony, you might get a kick out of. He plays a Democrat.
Fuck you.
It's really good though. It's really good. It's
He
on
really
Netflix.
is.
It's got Jenny from Forrest Gump, Robin Wright, whatever her name
Jedi.
is.
Okay.
Jenny
Forrest Gump, why you
plays
want to
Kevin
marry me?
Spacey's wife. In the first 10 minutes, if you watch the first episode, 10 minutes in, you're hooked. when
Gotcha.
he stares at the screen and
Well,
talks
you know,
to you. It's
eh,
good.
Tony might
He
like it
breaks
because
the
it's got all
law.
that political crazy
Yeah,
nonsense.
it's a lot of political shit,
I just need
and
it to be
but
different than
but
traditional
Kevin
TV. That's
Spacey
what I've been looking
in
for.
the
Yeah.
very first episode, there's a dog hit by a car, and he goes up and he looks at the camera, and you don't see it. It's shown off screen, but he's strangling the dog so it doesn't suffer. And he goes, "I hate when things are what I hate merciless suffering." And he's
Yes.
strangling the dog. It's
Yes.
fucked up.
Yes.
It's such a good show.
I think you're right,
So
buddy. They did pull all of his shit off of Netflix. You're right.
did they?
Yeah, they pulled
House
Yeah,
all
of
they
of
Cards is
did.
still there.
Yeah,
Here.
because he got canceled for being
Yeah.
a predator, quote unquote
Yeah.
predator.
sexual harassment.
It's worth the watch, though. It's good. Well, Robin Wright
Like I
took over
said,
his character.
regardless of what
His
anybody says
character
about him,
died after that allegations
Yeah.
of sexual harassment came out.
regardless of what anybody says about him or anything like that, the dude's an amazing actor. Good guy, bad guy, indifferent. Kevin Spacey is fucking
This is
phenomenal.
good. Kevin
So
Spacey.
you're number 4, Tony.
Oh, well, for those of you who are new up here, I keep lists. Y'all don't understand. I got 2 months worth of lists on paper.
Absolutely.
We've had this conversation more than once. My number 4, I think I've dug deep enough. I'm going to stick in the crates. I'm going to take Gary Busey's character from Lethal Weapon, Mr. Joshua.
Nice. Mr. Joshua.
You're dipping into my world with the lethal
I
weapon.
would.
Thank you, Betty.
I
Thank
did
you, man.
not-
Thank you.
It did not come up on my radar, actually.
Well, I didn't want to be yelled at again this week for taking low hanging fruits.
You're going to get yelled at. You yell at everybody else. Fuck that.
I ain't yelling at nobody. I tried to say you guys you did
Now,
a good job. I'm
don't
over here being
agree-
supportive and
I don't agree with the character's actions, and I might catch shit for the movie, but I believe it's Christian Bale that played this character.
American Psycho.
No, Armand Goeth.
No, that's not Christian
Schindler's
Bale.
List.
In Schindler's
That movie
List,
is way too old for Christian Bale.
Not Christian Bale. What's his name? Who am I thinking of? It's I can't remember his name.
I got you. Hang on.
I did think about Schindler's List.
That was Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah,
Fiennes,
Ralph Fiennes.
Fiennes.
Ralph Fiennes.
Excuse me, Ralph Fiennes.
Damn good movie. I mean,
I've
he,
heard.
he does it so well that you believe he was that.
That movie is so goddamn good. We had to watch it in
And-
high school.
and- yeah, we had to watch it in high school, and I watch it like once a year, anyways, just because it's such a good movie. And it's one of those never forget kind of deals. But fuck, he's so good in that. I don't know why I said Christian Bale, but Chris, you're number 4.
I'm trying to think on the fly here.
You did say no horror movie, so I got to make another switch. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think on the fly here because like I said, I did not make a list, so I'm trying to think on the fly.
Well, I literally
And-
made
and
my
horror-
list in
and
about
horror-
5 minutes, boys.
I did mine. We said it when we said it, but we had to change it too.
Right.
I wouldn't call Dexter a bad guy.
No, Dexter's technically a good guy. And I love that show. And have you seen New Blood yet?
Not yet. I gotta try to find
Worth
it.
to watch. It's a miniseries.
Okay,
It's just
so-
I think it's like 10, 12 episodes. It's good.
Yeah, like I said, I did not make a list at all. But since this gentleman, and you guys could tell me if he classifies as a bad guy, but this guy was in a movie with another guy. But first rule about Fight Club: we don't talk about Fight Club. Tyler Durden, Brad Pitt.
Okay.
If he's not a bad guy, I'll change it up. I'll think of somebody else real quick.
Tony, I'm going to refer this to you because
Because
I technically see him as a good guy.
Roll with it.
Because
yeah, but
Roll with it.
because Ed Norton was the good personality. He was kind of fed up.
yeah,
with
okay,
everything.
he was kind of
And
the
then-
normal guy.
And then Brad
and his
Pitt's
split
character was
personality. Okay.
Brad's Pitt character was I'm gonna watch the world burn.
He had an evil personality, so I would say yes. It would be my vote.
Okay. So Tyler
right,
Durden
it's in.
from Fight Club, Brad Pitt. Eleanor said he would have been a villain. Betty said she thinks he's a villain. He's an anti-hero. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, anti-hero I would go with more,
Yeah.
but we'll keep him
Okay.
as a villain. because technically he's not the best guys. But his whole purpose was to pull Edward Norton's character out of his funk.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
but
it's kind of like an alter ego.
He was an alter ego.
well,
but
yeah,
it's
he was 100.
alter ego.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, so that's why I said
But
Ed
he is the
Norton was kind of the
100%
good guy.
opposite of Ed
Yeah.
Norton's character, which Ed Norton's character was the narrator.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I would give it up to you guys. If you guys said it
No,
was
it's fine.
okay, then if not, then
I
you know
will
I
allow
would try
it.
to think of somebody else.
So we did say
I
no
will
horror
pick mine.
movies, right?
No horror movies.
No horror movies.
That's a whole nother list.
Because this next guy that I had to change up on purpose based on their standards. Low hanging fruit. Low hanging fruit it is. Low hanging fruit it is.
Thanos.
We're gonna,
fermented fruit.
That's
take it
that's
easy.
just wine at this point.
we're gonna take it easy. We're gonna keep it simple. I'm going to take Agent Smith off of The Matrix.
Okay.
Talk about low hanging fruit.
I mean, shit, you changed the standards. What else I'm going to do? He's
I
pretty
didn't
much-
change anything.
He's the
Jeff made
monster.
the rules set.
Yes.
It's a machichi. Yeah,
Only
it's a
because you
machichi.
guys bitched about
Yeah.
horror characters.
We didn't
For my
bitch. We
number
were
five-
just trying to.
For my
we were-
number 5.
I think horror characters should be a totally different.
No,
list.
I totally agree.
And I'm good with
and
that.
I'm
I am
glad we
good
did
with
that. I did glad we did that because that
That
was
just
gonna
makes
be
another episode. Damn right.
interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, for my number 5, I'm going with the ultimate bad guy. I'm going with Anton from No Country from Old Men.
That movie was so bad.
I know. I've never seen it. I
So
looked it up
fucking.
online.
Dude, that
It was
movie. That movie. I watched that movie. I've watched that movie twice because I watched it the first time and it was so hyped up and got so much credit and so much praise. And I
Right.
didn't like it. I was like, let me watch it a second time and see if maybe, maybe I'm just feeding into the hype and I'm expecting more. That movie was so fucking bad.
It got a lot of praise for the people that was in it more than anything.
Right.
Yeah, the cast was amazing.
Yes, that's what.
And
it
the guy who
was.
played Anton, he's
He's got that bowl cut, and he's just.
Yeah,
he's
he was an all right villain. Like it's not a bad pick. That's not what I'm saying. Like he was
No.
an all right villain, but it's just that movie was so bad.
Yeah. Well, I've never actually seen it because I only heard bad things about the fact that it's a bad movie. But my list is compiled from the 35 top bad guys in movies.
Well,
I was digging into the movies that I knew before I had to
Right.
dig anything up, and I was trying to remember every bad villain or the worst character out of everybody. But when you took the horror out, that knocked my list halfway down. But I understood that. I
Well,
fully
Chris, what is your number 5?
I was actually kind of surprised this guy lasted and did not get picked. Now again,
You'll refer to us.
I will refer to you guys because the movie is not technically a horror movie. It is a crime drama, quote unquote thriller.
Okay.
Okay.
No horror rating at all.
I wouldn't call it a horror rated movie.
Okay.
It was a thriller, crime drama, mind fuck type movie.
Okay.
I love those.
But I'm gonna go with an iconic, and I do mean iconic, actor.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna fuck this up,
Yes,
but
you are.
Mr. Anthony Hopkins as Doctor Hannibal Lecter.
Was on my backup, but I was like too low hanging fruit. But okay, I'll give it to you.
Well, not really low hanging fruit, but
That has more.
and I'll let you guys
than
decide
horror.
if it's horror and you think it's horror.
No, it's not
I'll-
really
I'll
like
drop
it's,
it.
it's more of
I
a,
can
it's
tell
more of a
you
fucked
why.
up drama.
It's more of a thriller because horror has more gore. That
Yes.
was more story.
It was a mind
It was
fuck.
more,
it was a mind
more
game.
mind fuck. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a
it was
crime
more
drama,
story.
is what I always
I
thought it
think
was.
'Cause
Thriller.
When he gave a kid a piece of that brain on the plane, I was done.
What he did? Wait! What he did to my man Ray Liotta? That motherfucker was literally cutting his brain out and cooking it while Ray Liotta was alive.
Which movie are you picking? Which movie? It's not Silence.
Silence of the Lambs.
It's one
Silence
of
of
them.
the Lambs.
It wasn't the first one.
Any of them. Yeah, there was like 3 of them.
I just put Silence.
It was a good franchise, actually. Was there 4 of them?
Well,
I thought there was 3.
yeah. Well,
There was
if you
Red
count
Dragon.
Red Dragon has got Ed Norton in it.
Yeah.
Red
Then you got,
Dragon,
well,
there was
Red
also
Dragon takes
Hannibal.
place before Hannibal.
Well,
and
Red Dragon's the
Dragon takes
prequel.
place- Right, but Hannibal takes place after Silence, right?
Yes, it's a thriller. Yeah, thank you, Eleanor.
Yeah.
I
But
think
that,
that's 3 or 4.
have you
Yeah,
seen
that
the
was a good
Hannibal
series.
TV show though? The TV show's good.
Yeah, it's
It's a little slow burn, but it's good.
yeah, it's a real slow burn, but it's one of those
It hits
shows
all the
that
fine points.
you have to really get into it to watch it. I've watched bits and pieces of it. I
That
would
makes
like
a
to
good
sit down and
idea for
watch
a
it.
list. Is mindfuck movies like that? You ever seen the
Tony and I
movie
have
The
talked about a
Game?
couple mind fuck
You
ass
ever seen the
movies.
movie The Game with
That was the
my
old,
dude?
fuck. Michael
What's his
Douglas?
name? Michael Douglas. Yeah, where
I
he
haven't
thinks
seen that in
he's
decades.
being.
That was a good one. I remember it was
That's a
good.
good fucked up movie. The whole time it was all made up, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was 4 movies,
Okay.
and this is technically this is how they go
There was 4 of them.
chronological order for the Hannibal Lecter film series. Hannibal
Okay.
Rising was the first one.
Hannibal, right. That
Which
was the
would have
one I
been-
forgot. Yes.
When-
Red Dragon.
in time order, not time order.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're going
No,
time
the chronological
order.
order.
Chronological.
As-
okay.
yeah.
Not as
So
when they came out.
Hannibal Rising,
Okay.
Red Dragon or Manhunter, which Manhunter came out in '86.
Damn.
Red Dragon came out in
That's a good
2002.
one.
Silence of the Lambs,
Mm-hmm.
and then Hannibal. Hannibal was the
Yes.
last in the
We left him out golf.
Hans Gruber,
because-
not Simon.
No,
Jeremy
he's talking about
Irons-
Simon. Jeremy
Oh,
Irons.
Simon. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Hans's brother. Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right. That's right.
Hans's
Now
brother.
we
because
left Die Hard
Hans,
out because everybody was going to go there golf
yeah,
on.
exactly.
We left Die Hard.
We
all
we
over.
are major Die Hard fans, so it's anybody from anything Die Hard.
Die Hard's a
we-
goddamn Christmas movie.
I 100%
Lethal Weapon
agree.
1 is also a
I
Christmas
100%
movie.
agree. Even though Bruce Willis says Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, fuck Bruce Willis.
He's
It's
a fucking
Christmas
liar,
movie.
is what he is.
He's a
Tell
fucking
Bruce
goddamn
Willis
liar.
with his New Jersey ass that this native New Yorker say, yes, the fuck it is.
And you know what? When I see him at the next Christmas party, I'll tell him. You know.
Do me a favor, let him know that.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
well, he'll
hey, Bruno.
actually,
Hey, Bruno,
Hey,
calm
look.
down.
I was going to look for his Seagram's wine cooler singing ass. You tell him I said
his what?
Exactly.
His Negro. What did you say, Negroes?
No, I said Seagram's wine cooler, you motherfucker.
Well, Tony, you're in luck because Bruce and I happen to be hanging out tomorrow. So it's going to be nice. She's going to come over. We're going to throw a couple burgers on the grill.
Yeah.
We're going to have a couple beers.
I'll
You
wait.
know, I'll let him know.
I'm going to hold my breath.
Coming out to the coast. Let's get together. Let's have a few laughs.
Yes. God damn, that
Speaking of
that
which-
last Die Hard movie was
speaking of
so
which,
bad.
Have you seen
That
the
last
coolest
movie was
Christmas
so bad.
ornament ever? Have you seen the coolest? Look up the coolest
The
Christmas ornament ever.
Nakatomi
It's
Towers blowing up.
No. That's the topper. There's a Christmas ornament that is a little box with a picture of Bruce Willis holding the lighter, and it's wrapped in tinfoil.
Oh, nice.
It's dope as fuck. There's plans on the internet on how to make it, and I'm like, oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
I've yet to make it, but I want to because it will go on the tree, and I want to make a Christmas topper of Nakatomi Tower with the explosion.
Gentlemen, we're going
My
to
wife
have to make
won't
a
let
top 5 list of the top 5 movie sidekicks. I see it already.
Ooh, that's a good call. Ooh,
Sidekicks?
let me write that down. Sidekicks, as in like Sam Jackson in Die Hard with a Vengeance.
As in
Jackson's
Argyle from
always a
Die Hard.
sidekick. He's
Argyle.
always the main character.
Boom. That's a good one.
I be thinking, man. Thank you, Betty.
Nino Brown, New Jack City. Nice
He
pull.
wasn't really a bad guy. Not to me.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
No, he wasn't really a bad.
I've never seen
I wouldn't say
never-
Nino Brown
I've only seen, like, for instance.
because the movie was about him.
Right.
Like it was about his character.
You never
I mean,
saw
yeah, he was a bad guy, but
I've
like
never been
when I was thinking of
gotten around
movie
to
villains, I was thinking about there's a good guy and there's a bad.
racist.
That's like that would be like saying that would be like picking.
I'm
That'd be
racist.
like picking Scarface.
Wait. We're even. I never saw
Exactly.
Glorious Bastards. He never saw New Jack City.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, that would be like picking Scarface as a villain.
Right.
You know, or if you went into
I have a
the
question,
Godfathers or Goodfellas movies.
I have a question
Yes.
about Scarface.
Is it race related?
No.
Yes.
No.
We're not
I have
taking
a question
questions.
about Scarface. I have a question about Scarface.
It's
You
overrated
believe-
as
Now,
fuck.
Thank you. That was my question. I always thought it was
No,
overrated.
fuck you wasn't. No, sir.
No.
It's a good movie.
It's a
but
good
come
movie. I don't get me wrong.
The movie is
But I
about
literally
starting
just
a
did
business in the
TikTok
United States
yesterday.
and what you go through.
The movie is about becoming a drug dealer in the
Drug dealer.
United States.
Period.
I could do that tomorrow.
Yeah, but will you lose a friend to a chainsaw is the question.
We could all, yeah, I'll lose your ass to a
Yeah.
chainsaw.
I
I'm
was
not
gonna
doing
say, I'll
business
cut
with
you
you.
up, Tony. I ain't afraid. I got a chainsaw in the
I'll
backyard.
cut your
man.
ass.
Come
I'll
here.
cut you. I'll put the
Come hang
first
out in my
coat with the damn
bathtub, Tony.
chainsaw. What I say? What I say? I got 2 rules last night, Tony. Don't spit on me and don't play with my money.
I said
No,
I
but
got two
it's
rules. It's whether I feel like it or whether I don't.
you know that movie.
Jeff
That
can play
movie
with
is
my money,
hyped
and I'll
up.
cut him up with a chainsaw too.
Oh,
That
Jesus.
movie is one of those movies that for your entire life until you
Godfather's
see it, it's hyped and hyped and hyped. And when you see it, you're like, this better be the greatest fucking movie ever. It better be Citizen Motherfucking Kane.
No, I
Which
love
another movie,
Scarface.
Citizen Kane,
Yeah.
is way overrated.
I heard Citizen Kane was huge.
It's
but
overrated.
I believe
It's
it.
overrated.
I love the Scarface movie. I love Al Pacino.
It's
He's
kind of like
one
No
of my
Country
favorite
for Old Men.
actors.
It's for the actors.
He's
not
one of
for
my
me.
favorite actors, and the movie's fantastic. All I'm saying is that it's way overrated.
Yes. It,
You know a movie
it,
that did not get enough credit to me, but I loved it.
what's that?
Kevin Bacon.
Meteor Man.
Kevin Bacon and John Goodman in Death Sentence.
Oh, that was so goddamn good.
Yeah, that's a damn good movie.
That was one of those revenge movies. That's what I told you guys. That's what I told you guys to check out that Antonio Banderas movie, Acts of Vengeance. It's got him and Carl Urban in it.
Carl.
I watched a
really
movie
good.
with
And actually, Bruce
John
Willis.
Travolta and
did it.
Robert De Niro, where it's Robert De Niro killed in the war. Robert De Niro killed.
Right, leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Dude's family or something like that, and dude befriends Robert De Niro. Travolta befriends Robert De Niro and tries to kill him. It's
Killing
a fucked up
Season.
movie.
Killing Season.
Yeah, thank you. That's the
Yeah.
movie. It's fucked
Yeah,
up.
like I said, watch. You guys got to check out the movie that Antonio Banderas. It's Antonio Banderas, Carl Urban, Acts of Vengeance. Really good. And surprisingly, we were talking about Bruce Willis a few minutes ago. Bruce Willis redid Death Wish.
I thought it was good.
Yes.
So good. Oh, dude, it was
Oh,
so
good.
good. And
No,
it had our boy in that movie, Jeff. Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, I love Vincent.
He played his
Vincent's
brother-in-law.
awesome.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the movie, but Vincent D'Onofrio did a movie
Memento's
with
really
with what's the guy from Running Scared that could tap dance? The black man. What's his
Gregory
name?
Hines.
Gregory Hines. Gregory Hines plays a cripple in a wheelchair, and Vincent D'Onofrio plays an ex-football player who is now blind, and they're trying to do this like whitewater rafting tournament or something. Damn good fucking movie. Can't remember what it's called. And I've only seen it once.
You know, so I gotta ask you a question, Jeff, because we've played around with, it's gonna come up, it's gonna happen eventually. The starting 5 actors who are in everything, and I'm gonna say actors and or actresses. We're not gonna limit
Yes.
it to male or female. Vincent D'Onofrio.
He's too well known.
Would he be one of those?
Because you say Vincent D'Onofrio, I know exactly who you're talking about. Because see,
But the same thing with Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo. If you don't know
He's
who
very well
Machete
known.
is,
He's very well
if you
known.
But
don't
he's
know who
in
Machete
everything.
Is, you've been living under a rock.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm talking about dude that I was talking about that's in Uncle Buck and Dumb and Dumber. What's the fucking dude's name?
I gotta see you. He probably won't come up on the cast of Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and
yes.
Dumber cast. Really, dude?
No, he does. He plays. Hold on. Mike Starr is his name. Joe Montana.
Oh,
plays Joe.
dude, that motherfucker's in everything.
That's the clown in Uncle
Okay.
Buck. He's obviously younger and he's into makeup, but unless
Joe
you know it's him,
Mantelino.
yeah, that's his character's name. But if you see
Joe
him
who?
in Uncle Buck, Mentalino is his character's name. His real
He,
name
he,
is Michael
he is your
Starr.
stereotypical New Yorker
Italian.
Italian mafia looking guy.
Michael.
Yeah.
Michael.
Mike Starr.
He was in The Bodyguard. He was
Yeah.
he was
played
Kevin
Kevin
Costner's.
Costner's counterpart.
Yeah, he was Kevin Costner's partner in The
Kevin Costner
Bodyguard.
replaced him.
Yeah.
But when you see him in Uncle Buck, unless you know it's Mike Starr, you have no fucking clue who that clown is. But as soon as you know, you hear his voice and you're like, holy shit, it is.
I got a voice for y'all.
I don't know who that
The
is.
list of the
Eleanor.
people
What's
that's in
that?
everything. The guy there's a voice that are in 2 iconic movie franchises.
James Earl Jones.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope. Like I said, I do watch movies with white people. I know.
Mufasa.
But just so you know, this
Everything
guy,
the sun touches
this
is
guy's voice
ours.
is in two iconic movies, and you never really see his face because he's always in makeup or some shit. I got him down, but I love his voice, the way he talks.
Mark Hamill,
Who?
or
No.
what's his name from the Joker and Batman?
No.
That's
Mark Hamill.
Nope.
He never did anything. He never did anything after the Batman series.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't do this conversation. I truly cannot.
Makes my head
Take
hurt.
that knife and push that motherfucker.
Jesus Christ. No, but it's like in the Pixar movies, the dude that's he's in every one of Pixar movies. He plays Mac in Cars. That dude. Hold on, look up.
Mac and Cars.
Hold on.
We know way. This
Back
tells a
from
lot
Cars.
about our lives that we know way too much about
First of all,
movies,
most of us are
actors.
parents. We gotta watch this shit. Second of all, we also gotta.
No. I'm talking about
John
Mac was the truck driver.
John Ratzenberger.
That's the guy from Cheers.
That's the guy
Yeah.
from Cheers.
That's the dude.
That was
from Cheers. But
Norm, not Norm.
you want to talk about an iconic voice?
Yeah.
He played the mailman. He was the mailman at Cheers.
Yeah, he was.
It was always at the bar instead of delivering mail.
Was it Norm?
No.
No. Norm was the fat guy that never
was
lives.
the mailman. Norm was the other guy.
Him and Norm were like bromance.
Yeah, they were like
had
best
the
friends.
bromance going. They would have been
Awesome
amazing
bromance.
bromance.
Oh, that would have been a good
Amazing.
bromance.
Right?
That was
I just
bromance.
thought of it myself, but
No, I was
but-
just talking about our knowledge of
But he's
movies
in
and
every
TV.
single
Says a lot about our lives.
Pixar movies. He's a character in every single Pixar movie.
Good.
Is he really?
Yeah, he plays Mac. He plays. He plays
He
one of
stays
the
in the
bugs
money.
in both.
Plain and simple. He stays in the
Yeah.
fucking money.
But
Pixar
this
money
dude,
for days.
He's
But
so
there's a lot of actors.
obscure
There's a lot of actors
that he can
and
walk down the
actresses.
street, walk right next to you, and you wouldn't recognize him.
There's a lot of actors and
That's the
actresses
kind of
like
famous I
that.
want to be.
Um,
Rich,
because,
and
like-
nobody knows who the fuck I am.
the lady who does this woman has gotten. She's been in movies. What is Tommy Rugrats? What is Tommy Rugrats?
Got my iPad back. Sorry.
I was gonna say,
Well,
why
I
am I
mean,
getting
and
that?
then you got what was Flau Bluehar? Or not Flau.
So,
what's his name? From Doctor Evil, his female assistant.
Oh yeah,
What's
yeah,
her
the
name?
German chick.
She's in a bunch of movies too.
She's in a shitload
Yeah.
of movies. She really
The
is.
chick the
And
chick who
she's
plays
genius.
her name's E.G. Daly. She's the voice of Tom. She's a voice actress, but she does
Right.
Tommy. She was in Rugrats. She was in Happy Feet, Powerpuff Girls. I mean, she's in
Wait till
every
you tell
goddamn
me.
thing.
I just want to hear you say Incredibles. Is she in Incredibles? Is she?
She's been in The Devil's Rejects as an actor. She was in Babe, Powerpuff, of course
She played a
Rugrats.
sheep in Babe.
Yeah, I think she was. She was in The
pretty
Little
much everything.
Rascals.
I want to take Van Damme, but Steven Seagal is too true to this shit.
Rugrats, but she was in Wreck-It Ralph.
Who's she playing? Right?
Yeah. Like I said, if you look and see, like she's
Yes.
done
She was in
she's done
Incredibles,
actual
that's what I wanna
movies.
tell you. She's the voice of Edna on The Incredibles.
I don't think she was
Okay,
in
okay.
Incredibles.
Yeah, you know Edna, the one that made the suits.
And the mode.
The
Yeah.
lady that made the suits.
No, I don't think I was EG.
What's her name?
I
What's
can't
her name?
fucking spell. Edna.
Edna from the character Incredibles.
Fuckers are so lazy to type it.
According to Wikipedia, Edna Marie Mode is a fictional character in Pixar's animated superhero
Yeah, but who did her
film, The
voice, damn it?
Incredibles, and its sequel, Incredibles 2.
Her voice was Brad Bird. It was done by a guy.
Really?
No, like I said, if you look up E.G. Daly, you'll see her and you'll know her. But she's been known as a voice actress almost
E.G.
her entire
Daly.
career. And she's on TikTok and she kills
Oh
me
yeah,
on
I've
TikTok.
seen her.
Yeah, she's on TikTok and she kills me on TikTok.
I know who she is. Yeah, but
That's not what I
no,
was
the,
thinking
the
about.
problem with
Okay.
having Vincent D'Onofrio on, like, cause he's on SVU, right?
He's on
He's
SVU.
That name
He
is
was
something.
Tony. I know you're gonna hate me for this, but it is what it is. but he was, as far as Marvel goes, he was the best one to play Kingpin.
Right. Well,
And I
on top
love
of that,
Michael Clark,
on top of that,
Michael Duncan Clark as Kingpin
I
and
do too.
Daredevil.
You know
But
who he
Vincent
was?
D'Onofrio,
You know
huh?
who he was?
Who?
He was the guy from the wilderness on that new Magnificent Seven. That's who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Who,
The
Vincent
wilderness
Yeah,
D'Onofrio?
guy.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
him.
Well,
I
on
got you.
top of that, he did a version of Mice and Men where he played Lenny, and that's
Yeah.
genius. It's genius. Much better than the other one with the other guy. I can't remember
You
his
know
name.
what else he did? That was an outstanding movie that if you have not seen this, I highly recommend it. Run All Night with Liam Neeson.
I love
That
Liam
was an
Neeson.
excellent
That
movie.
movie, I did not think it was going to be good. I just threw it
Me
on in the
neither.
background.
They
I just
did
threw it on in
that.
the background to have something on while I was doing other stuff. Hey, Michelle.
Yes, that
Bye,
was an
Sounds like going to
Michelle.
bed.
outstanding movie.
Don't even tell Uncle
Uh,
Chris bye or good night. I see how it is, brat.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I got headphones on.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I put that movie on just as a background movie because I was doing other stuff around the apartment,
You had to
and
stop doing it.
I was vacuuming the living room while it was on, and I was kind of watching it while I was vacuuming, and I was like,
speaking
oh,
of Liam,
turn the vacuum
speaking of
off, and I
Liam
did not
Neeson,
move until the end of it. That movie was so damn
did
good.
you see that movie where he was a snowplow driver in fucking like? It's on Netflix. He plays
That
a
was a
snowplow
remake.
driver.
That was a remake because
that
the
was
original.
fucking dope.
That was a remake because the original movie, the guy who played Pennywise, and then
Oh,
True
really?
Blood, the guy who the tall lanky vampire, they're
Oh, you
brothers.
talking about Eric?
I know who you're
Skarsgård,
talking about.
yeah,
Yeah, he
Skarsgård.
was. Yeah,
Skarsgård,
Skarsgård.
their
Yeah.
dad. And that movie
Oh,
isn't
he
that
played the
old,
original.
but Liam Neeson they
Ah.
remade it with Liam Neeson because the original
But
movie was
here's my question:
in
when it comes to
Finland or
Liam
whatever
Neeson,
country they're from.
when you hear the name Liam Neeson, what movie comes to mind right away from
Take
your
it.
past? I'm
Take
not
it.
talking about Taken, but where were you introduced to Liam Neeson? And I have the
Taken.
ultimate.
I'm probably going
Really?
to have to go with
That's what
Qui-Gon
sticks out.
Jinn. I'm probably have to go Qui-Gon
He
Jinn.
was in Star Wars, but I don't watch Star
Now
Wars.
see, I always think of him. Okay, give me a minute. I always think of him in the Patrick Swayze movie, Next of Kin.
I never
That
saw
man
never
plays
even
an
Next of Kin.
amazing fucking.
I never saw
He
that.
plays the brother of Patrick Swayze in Next of Kin.
Patrick Swayze's brother plays his brother in Next to Kin. How the hell does that make you feel? How the hell does that make you feel if you are Patrick? Do you know who Patrick Swayze's brother is?
It's not
Look him
Liam
up
Neeson.
right now. Look up Patrick Swayze's real life brother. He's an actor. Look him up right now.
Patrick
Patrick
Swayze.
And
Swayze's
tell me how
brother.
you did not shoot yourself in the face.
Patrick Swayze's brothers are Don.
And he's a great actor,
No,
don't get me
Don
wrong.
Swayze was not in Next of Kin.
Yes, he was.
Liam Neeson played what?
God damn, he had a big family. Shit.
Right. Liam Neeson
It's not John.
in Next of Kin.
In Spanish, that
I could have swore his actual brother was in Next to Kin.
Don Swayze was in.
Liam Neeson in Next of Kin.
Yeah, I just don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen that.
He plays Briar Gates. Trying to bring up a picture here.
Jesus'
There
brother
he
did
is.
some horrible.
Patrick
ass
Swayze's
movies.
brother.
Chris.
Don Swayze. He had done some.
at the
Okay, he
camera.
was
Don
in
Swayze.
Deadwood.
Yeah, look at Don Swayze.
He
And
was
tell
in
me
Deadwood.
how to. Oh yeah,
That's
he was in
Briar
Deadwood. He
Gates.
was great in Deadwood. Yeah, but yeah, I thought his actual brother was in Next to Kin.
No,
so that's
because
my bad.
Bill Pullman played
go.
his other brother, the one that gets killed.
But
Not Bill Pullman, the
how
other.
the hell? How the
They
hell?
twins. They twins.
How the hell does Don Swayze not want to kill himself being Patrick Swayze's brother? Because Patrick got all the fucking looks. He got, if there was good
He
looks
got
in
it
the
all.
family,
I'll be right
that
back.
motherfucker got it all. And then Don looks like an inbred from West Virginia.
You stupid.
I'm just saying. Tell me he doesn't.
They look like twins, bro. They look the same.
They do not look like twins.
Yeah, they do.
They look a lot alike. You know he's Patrick Swayze's brother.
I didn't know Liam Neeson was in the Deadpool with Clint Eastwood. This motherfucker been around for a minute.
Oh yeah, he's been around for a long time.
Jesus Christ.
But
What's his name? Don Swayze?
Yeah, Don.
yeah, Don Swayze. If Patrick and Don Swayze were twins, Patrick Swayze tried to eat him in the womb.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He looks like he literally kind of reminds me of like if Patrick Swayze was hit by a truck.
Yeah, and but here's the thing: the dude is an amazing actor. He's just as
Oh
good,
yeah,
if not better, than his brother.
Just like Hemsworth, his brother acts good too.
yeah,
Liam is really good.
Yeah.
yeah. But Liam makes me
Well,
want to
and
punch him
that's
in
the
the
same
face.
thing with the Skarsgård boys.
Yeah, oh yeah, the Skarsgård boys and Dad.
And their dad, like
Alexander
I said,
Skarsgård. I'll be the first to admit it. I'm secure enough in my manhood. That's a good looking cat.
He did do a movie in his underwear, so I know what turned you on.
I never saw that movie. No, but I want
we
to do
got
a list. I want to do a list
we got
of
Tony
top
with
five
the machi
movies,
cheese and
top
Jeff
five,
with the
top five,
Skarsgårds.
top five, or starting five series that you can watch over and over and over.
Make it. I'm ready.
I'm ready for that one because True Blood is on that list, man.
So
That
wait.
that show's
Here's my
awesome.
question: Does it have to? Can it be TV, movies, and cartoons?
No, it would be cartoons.
I think it should. I think
Series,
it should.
like How
I
I
think
Met
it
Your
should be.
Mother, Friends.
So
I,
you want
I,
TV shows? You just want TV
Yeah,
shows?
TV shows.
Because
Because cartoons
I was
are
gonna
was
wear
a whole
y'all
nother
out. We were gonna have
list.
to make that about 15.
Cartoons could be a whole nother list.
We were gonna be about 15 picks on
Jesus
that
Christ,
one.
we gotta go to a break. God damn it!
Yeah.
Go.
I could fried chicken
Because
like
I
a
can watch the
motherfucker.
Smurfs all day long.
No more.
I could watch Powerpuff Girls until the cow come home.
I could bring Robotech back to Haps.
Man, check it out. Check it.
You
I
are the
don't know
only
if you can see it.
motherfucker.
Got my Dexter.
Dexter. Dexter's my.
Hell
What was
yeah,
your
I got my
sister's
Dexter.
name? Get,
I have no
get
idea.
out to my laboratory.
I
Cheddar box
love
list.
that dude.
Better needs a cheddar box list before you go, unless you want to do it afterwards.
Okay, I got it here real quick.
Oh,
Oh, the
we-
Chatter's Box list. We haven't got
Are we
it.
announcing it tonight, or do we announce it?
No,
next
well,
time?
I'll throw it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you
shit.
wanna
I
read
have.
them off the email.
Let me go fried chicken real quick, and then we'll
Yeah.
read it off.
So
No,
I
but
was
like-
thinking
Sorry,
they can do it.
Yeah,
Well, we'll do it real quick.
Lafayette was a beast. May he rest in peace.
and you know, may he rest in peace. That man, did you know Lafayette in the books dies in like the first book?
I didn't watch. My only reason I watched that show because of my wife.
That shit was porn with a plot, sir. I'm sorry.
So was
I've
Bill-
never
so
seen.
was Melrose
I've
Place.
seen Anna Paquin naked more than I've seen my wife's. Because Anna Paquin is naked the entire
He
show.
fucked everybody. That shit was ridiculous.
She
I
wasn't-
leave.
she wasn't
I
fucking
leave,
around.
and Jeff starts talking about naked chicks.
We were talking about True Blood. It's because somebody brought up True Blood. They brought up Lafayette, and Lafayette.
I
is
love that
one of
motherfucker.
that dude cracks me up. The burger comes with was it cheese, mayonnaise,
Lettuce,
and
tomato, mayonnaise, and AIDS.
AIDS.
What was it? No.
Yeah, that's what that boy.
That was one of my favorite. I
Oh,
love
man.
I love True Blood, and that was one of my favorite
Well,
characters.
that's what I was telling
Lafayette
Tony. Well, I was telling Tony in the books, Lafayette. Remember in the end of season.
and I
one,
like Travis too. I liked her brother. That motherfucker was stupid.
No, he's Australian. He's Australian. And when he talks in real life, that dude's got a serious, strong accent.
Uh-huh.
Like makes Margot Robbie sound American. But
God damn.
Lafayette
I don't think she has a
character
very-
was supposed to die by the bad guy, or the bad woman or whatever, in the second season. But everybody liked his character so much they rechanged everything and
Yeah.
killed him instead.
All right, so let's rock this out. Sorry, Betty. Thank you for reminding us. We totally
Yeah,
forgot
that's
about the
good.
Chinese box. We just got
Thank
3
you.
of them here. Just because it's the first one here, we'll start with Eleanor. She's got Amon Goth
Yep.
from Schindler's List. She's got Kaiser Sose from The Usual Suspects. Bellatrix Lestrange from Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
don't
could see that one. It's kind of like
She's
Voldemort's
also-
sidekick.
Yeah,
Side piece.
she's also got John Doe from Seven.
Side piece.
She's also got Hans Landa from Inglorious Bastard.
That's why
Yeah,
he's
both
in
on
your
my
list.
backups. Both Chris stole from me.
She's got Scar from Lion King. And I really wanted to go to the
Nice.
Disney
We
World.
did
I was gonna
talk
pick
about that.
Jafar.
We did talk about that too.
Yeah,
That's
I was
good.
gonna go Jafar and Scar, but I didn't want to get yelled at for low hanging fruits. But they've both
Yeah, but
been
it's
really
one of
been
those-
good
I didn't even
picks.
think. I don't think cartoons.
Yeah.
I don't think cartoons.
And then she's also got the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
The who?
Oh snap!
The child catcher.
That's-
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
I only saw that
That
movie
movie's-
twice. That was a long
I've seen it
time ago.
once.
But I know the song forever. Chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang.
Bang, bang.
chitty,
And just so
bang,
you
bang,
know,
chitty,
Eleanor, I
chitty.
did not look at your list and take 3 of your 5 picks. I had those 3.
Eleanor,
Right
that
off
is-
the bat when I
that
started
child
thinking
catcher,
about
that's
picks.
a hell of a pull. Because it wasn't even on my radar, let alone backup.
Vicky got her list in. She's got Voldemort. I don't think he's a villain. I think he was the hero of Harry Potter, but to each their own.
Nah, that snake was her. That snake was her.
She's also got Maleficent from Maleficent, which, again, I am not a big fan of
I don't see
Angelina
her-
Jolie.
I love
What
that
are you
movie.
talking about? She's the ultimate Disney villain.
What are you talking about? She was betrayed, and that's why she became a villain. So technically, the dude that brought her to the village to get her fucking wings cut off, that's the bad guy.
She's
Rewatch that
still a
movie
villain
again.
at the end of the day.
Uh,
She's a villain.
I don't.
She had from Thor or Avengers or anything, but we'll go with Thor. Loki.
Loki, yeah.
Okay, okay.
I didn't even look at Vicky. I didn't even. I didn't look at anybody's list other than Eleanor's because it came in during the show. So I'm opening these for the first time. Vicky also had Tyler Durden.
Okay.
And then she had
Star them. Star them.
Huh?
On
Why
the
do I have
email,
to star him?
so I can find
Oh,
it.
yeah. I got you. I got. There we go. Starred. She's got Tyler Durden from Fight Club, and she has from Inglorious Bastards, Hitler.
Oh, nice pull. Yeah. The ultimate bad guy.
Who was doing that? Who was doing that Wednesday night when we announced it in the chatters box? They were like, "Oh, it was Alex, my buddy Alex." He was like the Viet Cong. He was like the Nazi.
Viet Cong.
The Germans are here.
Let me scroll back up here real quick so I can
Ooh,
tar.
you know what?
star.
I just thought of a good one. Bricktop from Snatch. The old
there
man,
you go.
Bricktop. You ever seen Snatch with Brad Pitt?
No.
Oh,
I haven't watched it all the way through, like bits and pieces of it.
Bricktop's the old man that Jason Statham is the
I
only guy
gotta
he's like
pick on
afraid
Jim
of.
like you picks on me. That's the white movie.
It's a good movie.
Well, okay, I found it.
There's 3 black guys in that movie. That doesn't count as a white movie.
Okay, Betty's
One
still
black guy,
here.
that's a white movie.
Fuck that.
I'm looking at. I'm looking. Yeah. All right, calm down, BLM and Ku Klux Klan are over there. I need you guys to calm down.
Say
Because I do gotta ask you guys. I gotta ask you guys a question. I got Betty's
go ahead.
list, so I gotta ask you
Sorry,
guys a
Betty, I'm
question. I
sorry,
just
Betty.
looked at it. Here. She's got Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the
Okay.
Lambs, Jack Torrance from The Shining,
Right. Technically bad
or
guy.
Thriller,
He,
or Mindfuck.
Thriller, not real good.
I would go
Mindfuck.
Thriller. It was a mindfuck.
I'd go Thriller. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a psychological
because
thriller.
He was actually #1 on the list of 35 top bad guys in movies that are not horror.
She's also got Nurse Ratched,
Yep.
and she's
Oh,
got
yeah,
the
that makes
Wicked Witch
crazy.
of the West from Wizard of Oz.
Nice pull.
So here's her #1 pick, and I did not pick him because he was one of the ones I thought of because I didn't know where this would land. Norman Bates from Psycho.
Thriller.
More of a
This movie,
mindfuck.
that was a horror for back in the day. Back in the day, that was a horror.
Okay. It was a
more
horror.
of a mindfuck?
So
I had that on my
here we
list.
go. Here we
I had
go.
it on my
Here we go.
list. I did have it.
Here we go. Instead of
Here we go.
making her, if it's a horror, we say it's a horror. How about I throw a twist on it? Shit, we did say movies, didn't we? We didn't say TV.
I say leave
Or did
it
we
in
say
there.
TV
Can't
and
do
movies?
TV. No TV. No TV. Because that's a whole.
I
other
think
list.
I think it was a thriller. I don't think of Alfred Hitchcock as horror.
I don't either.
Technically,
I don't need-
it
I
was.
think thriller.
Back in the day, horror did not
Yeah,
include
technically.
gore.
So
It
yeah,
includes
suspense. There we go. That's what I was trying. That was the word I was trying to think of.
Suspense
as I was,
thriller.
That's
Yes,
what
I
I
would.
was
I would.
thinking.
Because there wasn't
So-
a whole lot of blood in that movie.
No.
And when I
No,
think gore,
it's just
I
the
think
one
blood.
scene where Jamie Lee Curtis's mom got killed.
Right.
It was a thriller. It was a suspense.
Right.
It was it was
Let me-
a
let me use it.
psychological thing.
Exactly, it's a psychological thriller.
I debated it because he was one of the ones I thought of, and I was like, well, because
I-
the remake of Psycho
Yes,
was
baby.
more horror than
Right.
thriller
Because-
than
But if it's made by Hitchcock,
I
it's,
took
if it's
Norman Bates and Darth Vader off of mine. I had both.
Darth
of them.
Vader would have been so easy. And I guarantee when I get
Darth
Mike's
Vader,
list,
yeah.
Darth Vader's on
Mike's got Darth Vader.
there.
I didn't even think to pull from the.
He's
Hobbit.
got Khan. He's got Darth Vader. He's got Voldemort.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? He's got Khan.
Oh shit! He said Khan.
I got 5 on it.
I
right
actually
now.
have no idea. I'm
five
actually
on it.
thinking. I actually think Mike is going to surprise us with his list. In all honesty, I
of
haven't heard
course.
back from him. I did message
But
him.
there's
and
gonna
ask
be
him. But I think
one
he.
that's so obscure that none of us have heard of it.
So let me ask you.
Well,
this.
yeah, but that's Mike's thing. That's what he does. That's what he does. He throws
But
that weird.
that's what I love about Mike, because he throws out those things where I'm like, fuck, I gotta look that shit up.
What were
He's
his
like, what the
five?
hell?
We got his 5 in there too, right?
I don't have it
Not
yet.
yet.
I did message
that's
him.
fine.
He has not messaged
You know
me
who's
back.
gonna be on his list? I'm gonna call it right now. The dude from Last of Mohegans. The guy from that speech that he gave.
The guy who died,
45
the white
pages
guy
long.
who got killed.
The white guy who died, he's gonna be the bad guy. I guarantee fucking to you. White beard.
No, I
or
have
some
not.
shit like that.
I have not gotten his. I have
Call him.
not gotten his. Actually, I hasn't even looked at my message yet. So,
I'm calling it now.
yeah, hopefully, as soon as I get it, Jeff, I'll send it over to you.
Go fry your chicken.
Go fry your
I
chicken.
already did.
Oh,
Okay, good.
yeah, he did what we were talking about. Anna Paquin naked.
Yeah, I went to go
Which
fry
makes
chicken,
my
and all I
memory
heard.
Go blank as
The
well.
only reason
Yeah.
I wanted that movie, I wanted that woman as much as they were.
No,
swearing
exactly,
in the
Betty. That's
show,
what we said.
was
It's not.
because
It's,
they kept swearing up and down. She tasted like honey, and I was like, ooh.
Yes. No, but when you in the first,
we have
when
to
you
go to
first
break.
meet
We have to go to
Lafayette-
break. We're
when
going
you
to break
first
with.
meet
We're going to break with
Lafayette
Black
and
Top
he says,
Mojo.
He says, "Sucky,
Fuck you,
look
Tony.
at you with the pink lipstick."
I know how to make you leave, you bitch. Right, Eleanor. I knew that was gonna get you 2. 2 for 2. I got it.
I'm pushing the button. I'm pushing the button right now. We're going to break. Here's Blacktop Mojo with the cover of In Color, done by Jamie Johnson. It's a country cover, but I love this fucking song. If you're not already, make sure you follow Blacktop Mojo on all social media and everywhere you stream music.